Good afternoon and welcome into Laker Turf Stadium. My name is Mike Neckers, coincided by Nick Stetter, and we've got a great matchup here today between the Oswego State Lakers and the University of Rochester Yellow Jackets. Now, Nick, it's going to be a great game here today. How are we feeling looking at this one?
I feel like weather's not going to be a problem at all. We have a beautiful night for some beautiful soccer to be played. And if we look at the last games we've seen, we're looking at Oswego first. They tied 1-1 to Elmira. Elmira scored right before the half ended, but Oswego fired back with 15 seconds left in the game, taking a goal kick up the field into Jay Ellis, hitting a shot with 5 seconds left on the clock to tie the game. And if we look at U of R, they beat, I believe it was
Alvernia College.
Alvernia,
Nick.
Correct. It was Alvernia College 5-0 and outshot their opponents 20-4, 5 times the shots. So total domination from them in their last game.
Yeah, complete domination for U of R, sitting at 1-2-1 on the season. Oswego still looking to pick up their first win. Could be today, but with only 1 goal scored on the season so far, things are not looking too pretty for them. Of course, you mentioned it was to Jay Ellis, tied things up at the very end of this week's matchup earlier against Elmira. But Nick, I want to talk a little about the past, maybe a history lesson here. Tell me about the history between these two teams.
Yes, Mike. U of R are currently 7-0 against Oswego all time. They are undefeated, haven't lost a single game. And the last time these two teams played, they played in 2009. Obviously, U of R picking up the win before. Oswego want to do something today that hasn't been done before. They want to defeat this team, they want to beat this team, and they want to show them that this is a new age of SUNY Oswego soccer, and U of R want to continue this dominance that they have had for years and years.
Yeah, dominance is really the only word to describe it. As you mentioned, 7-0 against the Oswego State Lakers all time, and their most recent matchup, although it was way back in 2009, you were 2 years old at the time, I was 4. The Lakers just couldn't get it done in 7-1, giving flashbacks to Brazil versus Germany in the 2014 World Cup. So a rough one there. But, Nick, what can the Lakers do to try to finally get out of here with a win over U of R?
So Oswego in recent games, they've been playing too narrow. They need to get out wide. They need to control the game on the wings. They need to attack from the wings, get balls in, and work as a whole offense. They need 6 guys, some guys on the top of the 18 for balls to come out. And I think that's how they're going to win. And they also need to win aerial battles. They've been very bad in the air, and they really need to win headers, win every chance they can get when the ball's in the air.
Yeah, Nick, winning those 50-50 balls out of the air, extremely important. But it's also important that the Lakers take things slow. No need to rush into attacks that aren't forming up there in that final third early on in the game. They've got 90 minutes to work with. Why not use all of it?
Yes. I do think that it's a very smart possession is a key to this game. They really want to tire U of R out, and once they find a hole in U of R's formation, they can finally strike that, try to cut through, find a play, and make it, hopefully, for a goal for these Oswego Lakers.
Now, Nick, we mentioned what Oswego might need to do to try and walk away with their first ever victory against U of R, but what can U of R do to keep things the way they are, stay undefeated against the Oswego State Lakers?
Well, Mike, I've watched some of the Yellow Jackets games recently, and they love playing wide. Exactly what the Oswego Lakers need to do to stop that, but they love playing wide. They're going to play wide this entire game, in my opinion, and I think they just need to attempt to get crosses into the box, win those aerial battles, and they need to attack quick. If Oswego gets time to cover and guard each of them in the box, it's going to be a hard time in that box to win a header. So U of R just got to have a quick-paced game and play as wide as they possibly can, as they usually do.
Yeah, certainly very important for them to run up and down those wings, using the entirety of the field in their favor. But one other thing I think is very important here for U of R is using the momentum they got from that 5-0 win over Alvernia. I mean, that's a huge win, a huge momentum booster, and the morale over on that sideline's got to be so high right now.
Oh, yeah, of course. 5-0 is going to get you happy no matter what team it is, and they're really coming in with the confidence that they know what they can do, they know how they can play as a team, and they really just want to keep that confidence going against these SUNY Oswego Lakers today and show these Lakers how easy this is going to be for them. But Oswego doesn't want that to happen at all. Oswego wants to fight back. They want to show them that they're not no pushover and be that team to beat U of R.
Yeah, absolutely. And we take a look now at the goalkeeper matchup, Nick. For U of R, they're sticking with what's worked all season long with Ben Ziegler. But for Oswego, we're moving to a new direction, someone we've never seen in the back of the net yet this season and only got in for 2 games last year, so certainly quite a bit to work with for them.
Yes, they're starting Max Mulkey today. Originally starting Kyle Rose this season, but Max Mulkey last season, he played 2 games. He let in 1 goal, had 0 saves. And it's a new step. Oswego's definitely trying something new, seeing if he can make plays out of the back for them and hopefully lead to maybe some chances and some clean sheets.
Yeah, absolutely, Nick. I mean, this Lakers team, certainly not the start to the season they were hoping for, but still a lot to be excited for, a lot of game left, and they haven't even started their conference play. So I want you to take me through your players to watch for this matchup here.
So starting off on the SUNY Oswego Lakers side, I want you guys to see Kieran Husselbeck at his finest. This guy controls the midfield like nobody else on the field. I've seen his touch. His touch is immaculate. He plays every ball that needs to be played, and he's a phenomenal player for these Oswego Lakers. And if we look at U of R, I've been looking at the games. I've been looking at the stats. Would love to see how Will Falona plays today. Up top, he's a phenomenal goal scorer. I think he has 4 on the season, if I'm not mistaken. And he's going to be a very crucial player in this game.
Absolutely, Nick. And the last thing we have to talk about, our final thing before we throw it a break and get things kicked off here, is score prediction. So I'm going to let you go first. Who do you have winning this game, and what is the final score today?
As I said before, U of R 7-0 against SUNY Oswego. They're dominant right now. They're on a they just won 5-0. You couldn't be in a better spot than U of R right now. I'm going to predict a 1-0 win for U of R off a cross. Like I've said before, they're going to play wide, and that's where Oswego is going to lose them.
Nick, and I'm going to disagree with you on this one. I think this is the moment where the Lakers finish their story. They get the win here. They top U of R 2-1, and for the first time in history, beat the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, wow.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for our pregame show. We're going to head to a quick break, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, it'll be NCAA soccer action right here on WTOP 10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
All right. On the field right now. So. And welcome back into Laker Turf Stadium. In case you're just joining us, my name is Mike Neckers, coincided by Nick Stetter. And as we mentioned, it's the Oswego State Lakers hosting the University of Rochester Yellow Jackets. We should be in for a treat of a game. But Nick, any final thoughts before kickoff here?
I think it's going to be a great game. I think Oswego are hungry. They're hungry for that win. They really want it. They want their first win of the season. They definitely want to score a lot more goals. And U of R want to keep this confidence streak and this feeling of winning going. They both are hungry for a win. This is a very pivotal game in both of their seasons, and it's going to be so exciting to see how this game turns out.
Absolutely, Nick. And Dan Kane, his 8th season with the Lakers here, looking to pick up some slack from the season starting early on here, looking to build some momentum here as they near that SUNY conference play. That's, of course, very important for Oswego. Finished 3rd in the conference last year and looking to maybe inch ahead of New Paltz or Cortland, one of those two teams that really have dominated this conference these last few years. So every game counts here.
Yes, every game counts, and we're looking at the U of R side. Head coach Ben Cross graduated from the U of R in 2004. This is his 2nd season. He's looking to improve on his previous record of 9-4-4, which, to be fair, in his own right, is very good for a start season. So he really wants to keep that culture going, that winning culture, and lead this U of R team to another winning season.
Absolutely, Nick. You take a look at the field here, and it is Kamal Ibrahim preparing for the kickoff. U of R ready to go. Oswego just now breaking their huddle. They'll head to their positions, and we are just about underway here. Always a great night calling soccer here at Laker Turf Stadium in Oswego, New York. It's a beautiful 65 degrees out. Sun's behind the clouds. So nice out here today. And we're just moments now here from the final whistle.
Phenomenal weather today. This game is going to be a beauty to watch. Everything is perfect leading up to this. And we're going to see some phenomenal NCAA soccer being played tonight.
And still awaiting that center official's whistle. Here it is, and the ball is in play here for U of R. They'll take things out slowly, sending it back to Bassick. Now up the left side, they send this one. Chance here for U of R early, and a really nice stop there by Malky to boot that one out, but still in a dangerous position here. U of R on the attack. Coming down the wings, Dan Yellen. And that one kicked out by Oswego.
Staying wide, as I mentioned before, they want to play from that wide ball. As you can see, Kamal is in the center, and 2 men waiting on the top of the 18 for that cross to crash in as well. It looks like a long throw is going to be played here by Cole Basuk, though.
Yeah, Nick, and Cole Basuk having a phenomenal season defensively, of course, doing a really good job of just not allowing anything through that back line. He is one of those centerpieces back there for them.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is indeed.
Bassick sends this one in. See, it makes it all the way to almost the center of the field. Now a chance for a volley. This one chipped over the top. And Malky a little lucky there. A bit of confusion from Johnny Makula, who was looking to receive that ball out of the air. Just couldn't get there in time. But U of R gets it right back at the midfield, still holding on to it.
Yeah, Makula, he could have easily got to that ball. He kind of stuttered and lost his footing. I think if he just ran through that, takes a touch down with his chest, that's a perfect opportunity for a one-on-one with Max Malky.
Well, you can't finish everyone, and U of R will restart in the back here now. Again, over to that far side. Kyle Wong with it.
Playing a lot of possession right now. Beautiful ball there.
Wong wearing a face mask at left back today. Possible head injury there, of course. Hope to see that he's okay. Glad he's able to be out on the field playing. But now here come the Lakers up the right side. And a good defensive stop there from Moran.
Yeah, speaking of injuries, as we get onto that point, Braden Conley of the Oswego Lakers usually comes off the bench, gets a lot of minutes, is currently out with a knee or ACL injury. We don't know the total detail on it. But as we see a counterattack here, it looks like Kamal Dean running out, but it's going to be played for a corner.
Yeah, and a really nice stop there from the Lakers. I mean, just beautiful battle there at that back, or that near post, rather. And it'll be out for a corner, so now an opportunity for the Yellow Jackets, but Lakers with a little bit of time to recover here.
This is what U of R wants, though. As I mentioned before, they need these aerial battles. This is where Oswego has struggled this season, and Oswego really need to tighten this up for them to have a chance in this game and to be able to win this battle in the air will be so crucial for them to succeed.
Yeah, Nick, and I think it starts with Malky here communicating with these defenders. We'll see if he's able to, as it's Bisenich about to kick this corner across here. Both hands up. Sends this one in right across the goal mouth. Header just over the top of the bar. A really poor defensive effort there from the Lakers. Lucky to get away with that one.
Yeah, Cole Basuk, the captain, the center back, he's a big body in there. He's a tall guy, strong, and you really need to put a shoulder in. You really got to be tough against him, and they just weren't in that play.
And here comes Braden Conley now up the left wing.
Jason Wojtak.
My apologies, Jason Wojtak. U of R with it. And Lakers get a little confused here right in front of the sideline.
Lavranenko and Ben Brooks there just playing ticky-tock off each other. It just didn't seem to play out. And now it's a throw-in, and the ball is played in.
Now U of R has this one on the sideline. They'll send it across the back over to Kyle Wong. Wong with some space to work with up here on the left side.
Yep, they want that wide play. They keep playing it wide, looking for that option. They're patient. They're playing a lot of possession here, and it's going very well for the U of R Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, U of R, like I said, Nick, taking their sweet time, waiting for the Lakers to pull themselves out of position before they strike and go for an attack here. No need to rush things, and here it is. Ball over the top, a beautifully placed ball into that left corner. In comes the cross. Chance, well blocked again here by the Lakers. This time it's Sean Gilligan who gets in front of that one.
Yeah, and Bisenich, you could tell he wasn't happy with that touch he took. It's just a little too much in front of him. He settles that down perfectly. He can get in there, put it across the middle easily for a easy tap in.
Yeah, and Bisenich on the corner here now. The Lakers with pretty much their entire team inside of this penalty area. And it looks like we've got an Oswego injury. Everyone's still on their feet, but stoppage here from the referee, and it looks like it's going to be Rowan King maybe feeling a little bit of pain here, Nick.
Yeah, I believe he blocked that ball, actually, and I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. I think he needs to take a little breather, but nothing too serious. We'll see how the game goes with him.
And back to play. We'll wait for the whistle. Thumb from the referee goes up. And now Bisenich lining up to kick this one across the middle. A dangerous spot in swinging from the right foot. We'll see where he places it. Bisenich hits this one across. Chance again for U of R. This one rolls across the goal mouth off of someone's head, and it's going to be a goal kick for Oswego. Another really poor defensive opportunity from Oswego.
And it was the same kid. It was Cole Bassick, the same exact spot. They're always looking for him because he's the tallest one in there. He's the strongest one in there for U of R. They really, really need to get a guy on him because if they have him like that, that's going to be the game for them.
And a short goal kick here from the Lakers, but now pressure coming from the Yellow Jackets. This ball played up the wing to Jay Ellis. Lakers still with it now across the middle in a good battle. Jersey's being pulled, but no foul called. Referee plays an advantage. Through ball goes in. Nice stop there. The Lakers with a huge stop, and Ellis coming up the right wing now. Ellis using that speed to his advantage, trying to beat his defender, but really well done here by Bisenich to shut him down and get possession back for the Yellow Jackets.
So far, Bisenich has been everywhere. He's been very strong this entire game. He hustled all the way from the top of the wing to get back down here. And if we look, the Lakers are playing very strong right now up in the top offensive third of where they need to be. This is great play by the Lakers. And
a nice ball there from Lavrienko. Lakers try to send it back out to him on the wing, but pass intercepted by the Yellow Jackets. And now Yellow Jackets coming the other way. A 2-on-3 break. Through ball tries to be sent through. Scout McCumsky's there. He says, no thank you.
McCumsky needs to be strong today. He needs to be stout in the back and communicate with his other defenders. They can't let Kamal get through on those breaks like he's been trying to. Those backdoor runs are crucial for U of R, and they really need to stop those before it gets ugly.
McCumsky sends this one up, looking for the long through ball there, headed out by the Yellow Jackets, but Oswego battling for possession here on this near sideline. And now McCumsky one-on-one here with Ibrahim.
Here we go.
Cross comes in, well defended there by Oswego State. This one booted back out, but still in play, right back to the foot of Ibrahim. Danielin with it. This one comes across the middle to Ballesteros. And they'll send it back the other way to Kyle Wong.
Kamal's been very all over the place this entire game. Same thing with Milos. They've been very strong. They've just hustled. All they need to do is hustle, and they've shown that today. And Milos is putting the moves on TJ Tanner right now and looking for a play, but he's just going to play it back and keep the possession as we go on.
Yeah, Bisenich being very patient here, Nick. Obviously has the foot skills and the ball skills to succeed out here, but not forcing anything that's not open for him.
Yeah, you could tell he's a very smart player. He knows what he needs to do and doesn't want to force anything. He's trying to create something there, but...
Yeah, a little bit of confusion on that one. Thought his teammate was making a run down that left wing, but played the ball a little too soon. Runner wasn't there, so it'll go out for another Oswego goal kick here. Max Malky yet to really be tested, but a couple of close calls on these corners here.
Yeah, we can't say anything positive nor negative for the goalkeeper for the Oswego Lakers, but we haven't seen anything yet either. So once we get into a one-on-one situation or possibly a counterattack, we can really see if he's the true starter that we want him to be, or he needs to find a replacement and he needs to be stronger and to improve himself.
Jasper Danielin sends this throw short. Well done by the Lakers. U of R wants a handball. Referee says no. Al-Hamid sends this one across the back and back up top. Here comes Bastoni. Bastone carrying up the right wing. Plenty of green grass to work with here. Gets the pass to Ellis. Back out wide. Will he get there? Doesn't matter. The linesman's flag goes up. That's going to be an offsides here called on the Lakers. Not sure if Bastone was the player that was in the offsides position there, but he's the one who followed the ball.
Not at all. I believe Amid Al-Hamid was the one who was offsides, really, but they're going to call Bastone. Amid wasn't involved in the play, but I don't know. We'll see what happens after that. We'll see if the linesman improves the calling.
Well, Ballesteros sends this one out wide for U of R. Now out to the wing. Here's Prescott. Prescott tries to dribble by. McCumsky says, no, thank you. Boots that one out of here over the bleachers.
That's all he could have done right there. The backdoor one was happening right behind him. If he didn't do that, they're through on goal. If he tried to take a touch and control it, it would have been over.
Smart play there from McCumsky. Here's Danielin again on the throw-in. He's played it short the last couple throw-ins that he's taken. We'll see where he sends this one. Again, he goes short. Makula back to Danielin. Sends this one back defensively to Mikey Burke. Burke's going to swing this across that back line. It won't go too far. They'll send it back up the right wing. Danielin on it again. Danielin some space to work with. One defender to beat. Sends it across the middle. One more across the middle to Tyler Moran. This one played out to the corner. Maybe too much speed on that. Bicenich just unable to get there. Too much oomph on that ball, Nick.
Yeah, he didn't swing it. He had to get a little, straight to Bicenich there. But it was a smart play. It's the play you want to make. It's the play that you need to make to get that counterattack going. You cross it over there, you can run 3 people into the box, get an easy opportunity for a header.
Absolutely the right idea, just not the execution that U of R was looking for here. A nice tackle there from the Lakers, but it leaves U of R a chance. Good defense, though, from Oswego State. And they'll bring this one up the midfield now with it. Kieran Husselbeck, my apologies. Simon Bastone sends it up to the left side. Battling and pushed out of bounds there. Looks like it's going to be a U of R throw-in back here.
Yeah, Wojtek tried to control that, and he didn't have the speed to get there. Hopefully he can fix that mistake in this game. He's kind of been a little all over the place, really, in my opinion. He hasn't been too on the ball. He's got to adapt to the way that U of R plays.
And Lakers lose that one on the near sideline. Benjamin Brooks just unable to get the pass off, but Oswego battling. Al-Hamid puts a foot in. U of R gets it through, but Oswego's going to let this one roll out. Benjamin Brooks here, wearing the captain's band, will take the throw.
Really think they need to play a little more possession, Oswego. Yes, I said they need to attack, but as you said, patience. Patience, we got a lot of game left, and they really just need to hold the ball. They need to keep the ball as they lost it again, and now it's just up for grabs.
Yeah, Nick, I mean, we're only 11 minutes into this matchup here, and we've already had quite a bit of intensity, but neither team really should be in any rush to try and find the back of the net right away. I mean, you've got plenty of time left, still 80 minutes.
Yeah, you need to tire the team out. You got to make sure that they aren't ready for that attack. You got to make sure that they are hustling too much to the point where you can find a hole in the defense. But
Ellis carrying here. He's got Al-Hamid up the right wing. Fouled hard. Penalty called here. And Oswego will have a free kick here from a decent range out, but still a dangerous spot from here, putting a cross in.
And in recent games, they've been playing this short from this distance. They haven't really whipped the ball in. I want to see if maybe they changed that strategy up, but they've been playing it short to Husselbeck, who's standing right in front of us, as you see. And I don't know what the plan is, but I would love to see a ball whipped in and possibly cause some chaos in the box.
Well, McCumsky lining up for this free kick. Lakers have 5 at the 18. Of course, U of R holding that 18-yard line. Going to see if they can catch the Lakers off sides. McCumsky sends this one in, a low-driven ball, headed backwards. Will U of R keep that one in play? They will. Still a dangerous spot, though. Headed forward by Whitack, and just too much on that one. U of R handles it really well there.
I think that was a phenomenal ball by McCumsky. I think that's the ball you need to play. That's the ball that's going to cause the chaos that I just mentioned. But Oswego's got to attack it. I think maybe one of their players jumped in that 18. They really need to attack these aerial battles, which they've lacked so far.
Yeah, not necessarily a challenging ball there for Ben Ziegler to handle, but good to be off his line as quickly as he was. He was able to get there with no questions asked and no trouble. But another foul here in the midfield. This time Simon Bastone draws the foul. Taken down there by Kamal Ibrahim. So the Lakers with a free kick here in a very dangerous position.
Yes, Bastone, I think he's been playing phenomenal too as we talk about him. He's been all over so far, controlling that midfield more than I think any Laker as of right now. This free kick, in my personal opinion, is too far to shoot. I don't think, unless he has a phenomenal shot, referring to maybe Dominic Szoboszlai for Liverpool, I don't think he's going to have the power or the accuracy to finish it. But if he does, it would be miraculous. But I feel like he could lay it off, maybe make a play in the box for somebody else.
Well, we got Tajay Ellis and Scout McCumsky both standing over the ball. Looks like Ellis will be the one to hit this ball. See if he goes for a shot, tries to chip this one over the 18. He's hitting this one himself a little high. Had a good curl on it, but just not low enough.
Wasn't a bad kick, though. Surprised me. I think it was a valid take. I feel like he should have took that, and he did a great job.
Ambition is not something Tajay Ellis is afraid of here, Nick. As you mentioned, had that game-tying goal with 15 seconds remaining against Elmira just earlier this week. But here's a chance for a through ball from U of R. Coming down the sideline is Ibrahim. Ibrahim rolls this one across the ground. And on the other side, waiting for it is Bisenic. Gets there in time, and now U of R with an opportunity to cross this one in again. This one will be played low. Well defended there by Whitack.
You could tell Kamal's a tricky player. The way he plays, he'll find that back door every time, as he just did. He got left with a one-on-one with Vladimir Levernenko, a freshman, and he tried to whip that ball, and nobody was there for U of R. If somebody's in there, there's a chance for them to make this game 1-0.
Yeah, and a nice header there from the Lakers to send that one forward. But Tajay Ellis seemingly doing all the work, trying to slow down this U of R team right now.
They got to press as a unit. They got 4 people up there compared to the U of R's 6. I think maybe if Kieran steps up or Levernenko, it could be better. But we have a chance here.
Yeah, nice through ball there. Chance to swing this with the left foot. Just played a little too far behind Makula. This one booted out, but still in a dangerous spot. U of R gets it right back. Prescott with it. Prescott sends this into Ballesteros. Ballesteros dribbles through too. Chance for a shot off the head of the Lakers defender. U of R wants the handball. Referee says no.
Screaming for handballs. That's the second time they've done this, and the ref hasn't budged. But now we have a foul.
Yeah, a foul called there late on Hamid Al-Hamid. So now a free kick in a dangerous position, and U of R again arguing with the referee here. Not happy to not get that handball call.
We have a Laker that's slow to get up right in front of Max Malky. Can't see the number specifically.
Yeah, Nick, the Lakers battling here defensively for sure. But let's take a look at this free kick from U of R. Kind of a tough angle here, especially for a right-footed shooter. You think they'll have a better opportunity trying to put this on net or get a cross in here?
I believe they're looking for a cross. Kolbasuk's up on the field, as we've talked about before. He's the dangerous man on set pieces. He needs to get this ball here, and I believe he's going to whip this in. I see no possibility where this is a shot, but yeah, I think this is going to go to Kolbasuk, and he's going to try to score off another header.
Well, Bisenic lining up the free kick. We know how dangerous he is for this U of R team. I mean, perfectly placed passes. So far, it's been pretty much that the entire game from him. We'll see where he sends this one. Whistle goes, both hands up, crosses this one in a little far back. Chance for a bicycle kick. Lakers send this one out, but an ambitious choice there from U of R.
Basuk doing everything he can to get that ball into the SUNY Oswego Lakers net. It's not going to be enough, but once again, it gets to him. It always finds him.
And there's a shot. That one just over the net, but what a play there. I mean, this U of R team is firing on all cylinders right now. Just complete dominance as you see the cross from Bisenic there.
Johnny Makula, the Rochester native, coming in to find that run and making a beautiful run at that. If he gets the correct touch on that, that's 1-0. Beautiful ball played in by the U of R Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and U of R just unable to find the back of the net, but all the opportunities are presenting themselves for them. They're doing everything right. It's only a matter of time before they finish one of these.
Oh, yes, of course. Wojtek, phenomenal spin there, and this is a beautiful play. This is what the Lakers need to do here.
Yeah, on the far side, up the sideline, Bastone with it. Bastone loses this one, wants a foul. Referee points the flag to the left, says it's going to be a throw-in here for U of R.
And Kane is yelling. Kane is very angry for the SUNY Oswego Lakers. Believes that's the Lakers' throw here, but ref's not going to budge.
Yeah, and frustration in the stands here as well, Nick. I mean, fans, parents, whoever may be here watching this game, not happy with that call either, but here comes U of R down the sideline. A really nice through ball. Using this speed here is Prescott. Prescott taken out. Got the ball first. A really nice tackle there.
That was phenomenal. That is beautiful defensive play, but you lose it right there. Another clearance. I believe that is Rowan King. That's phenomenal. You need that play in the defense, and this game's going to get choppy. This game is starting to get choppy already. Calls are going ways that teams don't want it to go. We might see some aggression. If we look at the stats already this season, I believe U of R have 53 total fouls already, and SUNY Oswego have 41 fouls combined, being 94. This game might get a little more choppy than we think.
Yeah, Lakers will send this one back to Malky. Malky with some time to work with here. U of R not pressuring. Send this over to McCumsky. Malky with it once again. Malky with a little bit of pressure coming his way now. Lakers will send this one up. Blocked by the Yellow Jackets. This one goes out for an Oswego throw.
U of R holding that midfield very well. They can only play through the back. The midfield for the Oswego Lakers aren't moving enough. They need to hustle and get those defensive players off their backs so they can find a ball in the midi and play up to the attack.
Yeah, and with this pressure from U of R, it's got to be hard for Oswego State. Here's Bicenich again with it. Sends it across the middle. And U of R will send it over to the near side. Dan Yellen waiting for it. Looks for the through ball. Well done there by Oswego Lavrinenko. Battling for this one. Goes out of bounds. See what the linesman says. Unsure, they'll send it for a U of R throw-in.
Lavrinenko phenomenal there. That's the strength you need in this game. And Amid Alamid also demonstrating that strength. But U of R don't want this ball to be in the feet of the SUNY Oswego Lakers.
Yeah, and a lot of 50-50 balls here, Nick, early. I mean, both teams battling for it, but neither one having super great pits of possession here.
Yeah, and if we see that ball that just got played to Bicenich on the wing, you could see how open he was. That's the wideness that these U of R Yellow Jackets play with. Bicenich is wide open again, and they're going to play him.
Bicenich, a really nice touch there. Has two defenders to beat to get to the middle. Tries to dribble right through the two. Is taken out, fouled, and now a free kick in a really dangerous spot. A really nice angle here for Bicenich.
You mentioned before we wouldn't see that left foot shot. This is the opportunity where you can hit it into that top left corner, maybe even go across the net, go top right. I think a shot is played here. Last one, we did not have an opportunity for a shot because it was a right foot taker. You knew that was going to be crossed in. Right now, the Oswego State Lakers don't know what's going to happen. I believe that this is going to be a shot from Milos. He's been a great set-piece taker, and we might see a very good chance here.
Yeah, and certainly a little far out, but Bicenich is very capable of putting this ball in the back of the net. It's just a matter of whether or not he will. Bicenich lining up this one. All 11 Lakers in this penalty area here defending. Bicenich sends this one and shoots this one straight into that gloves here of Malky.
Easy for Malky. Bicenich really needed to get a lot more power on that ball, and also he needed to get away from Malky. Malky not tested at all there, and the Oswego Lakers dodge a bullet.
Yeah, and a nice long ball there from the Lakers. Just unable to get on the other end of it as that's Hamid Al-Hamid. Lakers send this one back. King back to Malky.
I think King's been phenomenal for these SUNY Oswego Lakers. And to Jay Ellis, this is the speed you want to see.
To Jay Ellis dribbles past Wong. This one passed back to the goaltender. Booted up as far away from that goal as possible. Really smart play there from Ziegler, just getting it out of there.
Yeah, Basuk wasn't taking any of that. He wanted it gone. He played it easily to the keeper. Tajay took too big of a touch trying to use that speed.
Yeah, and Ellis again loses it down here in the corner, just getting double-teamed by the Yellow Jackets. They look for the through ball. This one off the foot of the Lakers. It'll be another U of R throw.
U of R trying to control this game. Oswego, they have their moments. They're getting out and they're attacking quick. So U of R, when that happens, they get a little startled. So they really want to put this game back into their control.
Yellow Jackets dribbling around the back, trying to break this Oswego press. They'll get it up a little ways.
Phenomenal touch right
Past
there.
another defender. U of R still with it. Sends it out to this near side. Finding Danielin. Up the wing. Prescott with it now. Prescott sends it back to Burke. Burke boots it all the way up, looking for the through ball. Danielin, flag just offsides there. Tight one. Can't get away with it.
Yep. It was a very high line the Lakers were holding. It was very smart for them to do that because they know these backdoor runs are killing them right now. Oswego need to realize that. They need to recognize it, and they need to play a higher line, maybe try to catch some offsides. It's kind of a tactic that a pro team FC Barcelona would use. They play very high lines and get a lot of set pieces out of it.
Yeah, try and force those attackers off sides, put them in a position where they really can't do anything. Ellis battling for this one. Oswego fans not happy, looking for a push in the back call there. U of R takes this back out. Here's Bisanich again with it.
It's not enough for a call right there. You got to throw your hand out for it to be a call, but that was a great body by the center back of U of R right there.
Yeah, and maybe some more theatrics would be helpful for both of these teams here if they want to get these calls. This one up the wing to Prescott. Prescott back to Danielin. Danielin runs into two Lakers. Out for a U of R throw.
Yeah, Danielin's been sound at that. I believe that wing back position. He's been phenomenal on the wing and just keeping this side sound for U of R and just containing the ball.
Danielin with a nice through ball there. Finds Makula. Makula across the middle. Back to Makula. Chance here for U of R. Kicked out. And now Lakers with maybe a moment to rest here. U of R gets it back in their own defensive end. Here's Basuk with it.
Chasing as much as he can. That's the hustle these Lakers need, though. We need to get them. We need to see them get going. We need to see them get an electric side.
There's that wing again, just wide open for U of R. Oswego needs to extend their width out a little bit. Ellis tries to chase this one down, gets there, fouled hard, and right in front of the bench here.
We may or may not see a card out of this. That was a very hard foul. We're not going to see a card.
And we'll stop.
I might
play
eat
here.
my words.
Official going to have a talk with the defender.
And
that's Mikey Burke who commits the foul. No card shown here. Gets away with one.
I believe that's a clear card. It stopped the play. TJ was on a through ball, and that's one of those fouls you get to recollect your defense and get everyone in the right shape and communicating. That is, in my opinion, a correct call. And TJ Ellis is slow to get up. We might see a substitution, and it's very unfortunate for this Laker.
Yeah, Ellis taking his time getting up, but he is up on his own 2 feet, a little limp. Trainers will come check him out and help him off the field. Looks like he is going to get his substitution coming in, but now a dangerous spot for the Oswego State Lakers. Scout McCumsky, the lefty, can really get a nice in-swinging ball here to maybe curl across the 6-yard box. Opportunity for a header and maybe a goal here for the Lakers.
Yes, and if we look on the sideline down there next to the benches, we see Marcus Baker, and I believe that is Sarixi Lindsay getting ready to step onto the field. Maybe one of them in a substitution spot for TJ Ellis as he limps slowly off the field, I believe.
Well, the Lakers trying to bring in some fresh legs, but let's take a look at these statistics side by side here so far, Nick. So, as we can see, U of R out shooting Oswego 4-1, 1 shot on goal to 0, and Oswego yet to record a corner, whereas U of R's already had 2 here.
Yeah, Oswego just hasn't had the opportunity yet. They've had, as you said, only 1 shot. The shot really wasn't anything special. The goalie just kind of ate it up like it was nothing. They really just need to attack this goal. Honestly, a long shot would be fine at this point. Something just to scare the goalie. The goalie really hasn't had any trouble yet so far.
Yeah, Ben Ziegler has had a pretty easy evening here so far, as you mentioned, Nick, but Scout McCumsky has the opportunity here to put this ball in a really dangerous position for the Lakers, and we know he's capable of it. We've seen his free kick so far this season. If he can put this ball across the 6-yard box right in front of that goal mouth, we could be looking at a 1-0 game here. In goes the ball, and he rolls it across the top here. Lakers taking it slow. Now played over. No one gets there. Makula coming the other way for U of R. Blocks the clear there from the Lakers. Lakers get this one right back up the wing.
Ooh.
And another foul here. That's a second foul
And we will see a card
here. Kyle Wong shown the yellow card here.
Yeah, that's a clear foul, clear slide. Surixi does a great job of boxing out the ball and not letting Kyle Wong get to that. And Kyle Wong retaliates with a slide tackle. That's going to be a card any day of the week. Now, this is crucial. I want to talk about this real quick. Kieran is standing at the ball. Kieran Husselbeck. He needs to whip this ball in, and if he does, the Oswego Lakers need to fight for it. They need to actually attack it. They've kind of just been standing there following their marks.
Yeah, Nick, and I'm looking at the height of Rowan King in the box right now, the tallest player in this big clump of soccer players. Can he put his head on it? Doesn't even make a run, comes back, tries to kick it. Chance for Oswego, shot! That one saved just barely. Looks like the goalie's feet were in the net, but really well done by Ziegler to keep the ball out of the net.
And that is what I said the Lakers need to do. That was a phenomenal play. They need to scare him. He was too comfortable. He kind of got a little scared. He jumped up, bobbled it. They need to scare him with those shots. That's a phenomenal take by the SUNY Oswego Lakers.
And U of R coming up the sideline now, trying to keep this one in play. Unable to. Lakers will win it back, but only momentarily. This one will go up for an Oswego State throw-in.
And they're playing a very fast-paced game right now, Oswego. They're trying to keep U of R uncomfortable. That's what the game is for them. They need to not let them play their possession ball. If they let them play their possession ball, they're going to find those wings that we've talked about, and they're going to get out as far as they can.
Yeah, certainly still anyone's game here. Of course, the score sitting at 0-0. And although the stats might not necessarily show it, this is a very evenly matched game so far, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Oswego hasn't seen much firepower on the shot side of things. Oh, and Marcus Baker is down, and he is not getting up right now.
Yeah, a really poor attempt at a header there from Danielin, but official didn't see it. It was behind the play. So down goes Prescott. Looks like Danielin fell right on top of him in a slow evening here at Laker Turf Stadium, Nick, but a lot of commotion. Of course, no hard feelings here. Of course, Basuk did not mean to take him out. You can see him down there showing some sportsmanship, apologizing. Everything you want to see from an NCAA athlete here.
Yep, and Marcus Baker gets up. I think he might have just gotten a little knock. He's fine. Cole Basuk is very much bigger than Marcus Baker, as we see, and I believe it's a big hit. You got to take that hit, and that's how soccer is played. It's an aggressive sport. It's a game where you need to take those hits to become a better player.
So now it'll be a dropped ball here. Going to be a drop ball for U of R, I believe. Danielin talking to the official. Some fans arguing in the background here. Unsure what we'll do for the restart here. Going to be a drop ball to U of R, and they'll just start things right up.
Not sure what the confusion was.
And a really nice move there by Basuk to split those two Oswego defenders. This one comes up the wing and just unable to get the touches. Prescott, that one will be an Oswego throw.
I don't think he needed to play that in the air. I think he needed to just keep that on the ground. No one was really in the way of him, and have a through ball would make it so much easier to control for Prescott.
A nice long throw there. On the other end of it is Lindsey. And Lakers send this one out to that defensive wing. Ball goes up a little ways, but not too far. Intercepted. Here's Ballesteros. 3 defenders on him. Somehow gets out of it. Finds Danielin. Danielin with a through ball over the top. Assistant referee's flag goes up. Malky makes the save anyways.
And U of R fans are livid right now. All of them screaming unison. But I want to say that play starts with, I believe it was Ballesteros, correct?
Yep.
I believe that play started with him. Triple teamed, got out of it, and that's where they found the hole. They found the hole in that and found a play. If he was not offsides there, that's a goal 100% of the time.
Yeah, Nick, and of course, as you mentioned, these fans not necessarily happy with these assistant referees' calls on these offsides. The assistant referees will not be changing their calls once they've made them. The flag goes up, they're offsides, and that's the end of the story.
They're not going to wince, they're not going to flinch, they're going to accept, they're going to make the call, they're going to accept their call, and they're not going to second-guess themselves.
And Ben Ziegler sends this one short. Ball goes across the middle. A nice ball up the wing there. U of R carrying on the far side. Looking for the through ball deep to Makula. Just a little too much speed on it. Makula looks like he wasn't really ready for that one to come his way.
And we have a corner coming up because it tipped off of Rowan King. And once again, this is the... How many corners? This is 5 corners, correct?
The third corner here for U of R.
The third corner for U of R, and it might be the third time we see Cole Basuk in this box and winning another header. If they don't stop him, a goal will be scored by that man, number 4, the captain.
Yeah, and you see Basuk walking up to the near post like he owns the place here.
and 5 men surrounding him.
Will it be enough for the Lakers to try and shut him down? They've got him double, triple team, goes to the back post, rolls through, didn't touch a soul. So a goal kick here for Malky.
Yeah, they obviously saw that Basuk was, I believe, quadruple teamed at the point, and they wanted to find that back post to see if they could find somebody with no Lakers on them. I think it's a smart play, but no one was there for it.
Yeah, Nick, and now Oswego making a triple substitution on this one, bringing 3 new sets of fresh legs. We'll see what they can do. They bring in Ian Husselbeck, bring in Luke Brasakis, and Edis Omerovich, all coming onto the field.
And Makumsky there, hitting the ball out for a corner. That's the one thing you don't want right there. But I like the substitutions. I like they need these fresh legs before the half. And according to NCAA rules, I believe that once you get subbed off, you cannot come back on for the first half. And I think these fresh legs are very smart, and they're very strong to get in for this game.
Yeah, the Lakers trying something new here. Like we mentioned, some fresh legs, maybe a bit more of a defensive formation until they can get things going offensively a little more.
Yes, in this corner, once again, you see the 2 U of R men standing right next to each other. I believe that's Cole Basuk, and all the balls hit in and cleared out.
And finally, the Lakers win a header in their defensive third. That's Lindsay, puts that one out. But now across the goal mouth, Oswego lucky and pulled down in front of net. Is Scout Makumsky going to be a free kick here for Oswego?
Scary, scary moments when that ball gets across the middle in the box. They really need to find a spot where they can stay comfortable and not let that ball get through.
And Makumsky on the free kick now has Brooks to his left. He's going to kick this one all the way across midfield. Lindsay tries to win the header. Looked like maybe U of R got away with one there. Basuk appeared to push right off his back, but nothing called, so now U of R coming up the other way again.
Yes, I saw that too. Lindsay tried to box out, get the touchdown, and Basuk had the hands on the shoulders. That should be a call, but, refs can't see everything. It's not a problem.
And Oswego gets the interception, sends this across the middle here. Up the wing, too much speed on that one. Wong tries to beat one, gets past the first. Advantage played from the official. And Wong going to take his time, just back and forth there with Bisanich. And a lost ball here, chance for Lindsay. And well done by Cole Basuk to recover and just kick that one out of there.
That's the one person you don't expect to do that, Cole Basuk. He's the captain of the team. He's the strongest we've seen so far on the team. You don't want him making that mistake out of everybody on the team.
Absolutely not, but well done by him to be there on that recovery and put that ball out of bounds. Now a chance for Oswego in the box. And kicked out, but not all the way out from U of R. Lindsay battles. Taken down. Oswego retains possession, and this one just rolls out of bounds off the foot of him.
He couldn't collect it. I believe that's TJ Tanner at the right back, and he could not collect that ball, and it's going to go out for that U of R throw. But Sirixi Lindsay is having a phenomenal shift in that striker. That box out he's had has been lethal so far. He's been phenomenal at keeping the ball and maybe even drawing some fouls, and I hope to see a little more of that from him. He's playing a great game.
Yeah, Nick, Sirixi Lindsay, of course, came in for Tajay Ellis and has really matched the energy that Ellis was bringing in those first 20 minutes before he went down and had to come out. U of R still with this one. They'll send it back to Wong again. Out to the wing. U of R trying to break this Oswego press, but Oswego pressing very high and very well. They'll swing it all the way across. Lakers just can't get there in time. Get to the second ball, though. And now Oswego trying to send this one up the sideline.
If Husselbeck gets his foot fully on that ball, that's a huge counterattack for the State Lakers right there. Husselbeck so close to making a beautiful chance.
And some nice ball movement there from U of R breaks them out of this chaos that is Oswego's attack right now. Oswego gets possession back. Send it back to Malky.
Malky's got a tall frame. He's a strong keeper. We've seen he can obviously handle the easy stuff. We haven't seen anything crazy yet from him. But I feel like he's going to be a very good fit for this SUNY Oswego Laker team. I feel like he'll be a strong spot for this defense.
I couldn't agree with you more, Nick. Ballesteros sends this to Fisher. Fisher down the wing to Makula. Makula looks for the cross. Deflected there again by the Lakers. This time it's Rowan King.
And here we go. Another corner for these U of R Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a game of set pieces. We've seen free kicks. We've seen corners. Now we got to see somebody capitalize off one of these plays right here. Milos is off the field right now. So we're going to see I believe that is number 19, that is Sebastian Ballesteros taking the kick.
Yeah, Ballesteros looking to send this one across. Of course, Bisenic not on the field, but had a lot of great corners in those first 20, 25 minutes. Header goes just over, and a deflection taken off of an Oswego defender, so it'll be another corner here for Ballesteros.
It's getting scary. Once again, that ball is placed towards the goal. If they get that cleanly, that might have been a goal. And we have another substitution coming on for U of R. That is Johnny Makula coming off, and I believe that is Juan Lucena Foy coming in.
Yeah, as if they needed more height. In comes Eli Jose Araujo, Nick. Cross comes in right in front of the goal mouth. Header and a goal here for U of R. That was Araujo, the super sub, scores almost immediately. And give us just 1 second. That may have been Cole Basuk, who's been so dominant on these corners so far.
I believe it was Basuk, and yes, once again, I said it once, I'll say it again. He's the danger man in set pieces. You're going to look for him every time. He's strong, he's tall, and that's exactly what they did, and that's exactly what they need to do. And Oswego, this has been the tail of the tape for them this entire season. They haven't been good in the air. Hamilton scored 4 headers on them at home. They really need to figure this aerial stuff out before we get to their SUNY conference games.
And confirmed it was Basuk with the goal. Ballesteros records the assist. So now a 1-0 game here with just under 12 minutes left in the first half.
We'll see if the Lakers can respond. As we said before, Elmira did score first before half, and then Jay finished the game off, making it a tie. So maybe the Lakers can respond like they did before, and maybe do one even better, a comeback, or the U of R Yellow Jackets could potentially seal this game with another one.
And, Nick, we saw something very similar with Oswego's women's soccer team yesterday. We're down 1-0 with about 20 minutes left. Luna Catano evened things up, and then just complete collapse from the Lakers in those final 20 minutes. Let in 2 goals in under 2 minutes, and ended up losing that one 3-1 against the Hamilton Continentals.
They did the worst thing that you could possibly do as a soccer team. They got comfortable. You can't get comfortable in a game, whether there's 30 seconds on the clock, whether there's 45 minutes left on the clock. You need to stay vigilant no matter what time is left on that field and play as hard as you can for every single second.
Lakers battling here on that far sideline, trying to get something going for themselves. They'll earn themselves a throw-in here. Going to slow it down, though. No need to rush.
Have about 10 minutes left in this first half of action. And we have a counterattack here. I believe that's balls played into. Can't tell from all the way over here. My apologies, but now we have a Laker throw-in.
That's Araujo trying to get on the receiving end of that ball, but just unable to. Going to go back, and Lakers will have a throw-in here from a deep position in their own defensive third.
Yeah, I'm not surprised if U of R play a little more defensive here. Maybe try to hold that off, hold the attack off like they've wanted. They have 10 minutes to really just keep possession and make the Lakers as tired as they possibly can.
They certainly won't park the bus, but move things back a little bit. But here's the through ball to Walker. Walker puts it across, but booted out there by the Lakers. And another throw-in here for the Yellow Jackets. This time it's going to be Danielin on it.
Yeah, I think Dan Kane's watching this game and realizing these battles, these crosses, they need to be won. That's phenomenal defense right there, but these battles in the air, they need to be won, and he really needs to work on this with his team and with his players.
Yeah, and Oswego not happy with the call for a U of R throw-in here. Thought it came off the shin of Danielin and wanted the throw-in to go the way of them, but linesman's call is final, so now Basuk comes up to take this throw, and of course he's got a powerful throw. He might be able to put this one right in front of the net here.
We have a long throw probably coming in, looking for some chaos. Another header possibly. They love these. Oh, and he throws it shorter.
Well, we say short, still a pretty long throw. Finds Mikey Burke, who chips this one over the top of 3-on-1. Header goes just out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick here for Max Malky.
Not a bad idea at all. I like that play for the U of R Yellow Jackets. I think it was a good, smart play. If he really whips his head around and gets it towards the goal, I think he might have a shot, but Mulkey would probably be a little comfortable with that save.
Now under 10 minutes left here in the first half of action. Lakers going up that far sideline. Just flying, send it up to Lindsay. Lindsay unable to get there, though. It'll be a goal kick here for U of R.
couldn't gather it there, Lindsey. He took way too big of a touch there. He needs to bring that down. He brings that down. The Lakers have a chance to get in and tie this game up before half, but we're going to see a goal kick instead.
Yeah, and U of R, Ben Ziegler taking his time here. No need to rush. They've got the 1-0 lead. They just want to try and run this clock out, get to halftime, maintain that lead, maybe double it if they can. But here's a big through ball over the top. Chance for Araujo, well defended by Oswego. Makumsky sends it up even further.
They got the ball's bouncing. When the ball's bouncing on a turf, it's going to be a very unexpected bounce. You're not going to read it. The Lakers, when this ball is bouncing from a through ball, they got to read the ball, take the touch before it gets a little shaky, and they got to actually worry about it.
Ryan Bullis sends that throw to the top of the 18 here, but Lakers just unable to win the ball out of the air. And a swing and a miss there from Lindsey. Falls down trying to get to the ball. Rolls out. We'll wait and see the call. Looks like it's going to be a U of R throw-in. My apologies, a U of R free kick here. The Yellow Jackets with a free kick.
Didn't really see any foul play here, but...
Yeah, down in this corner, maybe just a little too much physicality up against the touchline.
Yeah.
But U of R takes this one. Ballesteros puts it into play over to Wong.
And this is the wide game. They're playing the wide game like we've mentioned before. They're keeping possession, getting the Lakers as tired as they possibly can, and trying to find another attack.
And really well done here to hold on to the ball. Again, that's Ballesteros just battling in the midfield. And a foul called here on Oswego. No one happy with that call in the stands or the Oswego bench. U of R might have gotten away with one there.
I think it was enough. I think it was a little shove to the back, but... Sorry, not shove to the back. The box out was a little aggressive, and it was a little shoulder-to-shoulder contact. I really think that might have been enough for a call. I see the ref's point.
U of R sends this one over the top. Araujo on the receiving end. A chance to make it 2. Flag goes up. He's offsides. Great opportunity, though.
A little too early by Araujo. He made that run a second early. He waits that 1 second. He's in on goal. I mean, he did miss the shot either way, but it would have been a very good opportunity for these U of R Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and a little ambitious, just timing that run too early, but I love the idea there from him. I mean, a split second later, and it could be a 2-0 game here, Nick.
Exactly.
Lakers send this one over the top. Lindsey gets on the back half of it. Loses it. Lakers still battling for it up here. This one booted up and out.
Lindsey has the hustle. Lindsey is trying his absolute hardest, and you can tell about that. If he has a little more strength on him and he's boxes out, he's doing a phenomenal job boxing out, but if you are going against someone like Cole Basuk, it's going to be very hard to outstrength him. If he gets that ball through, though, he can definitely find a good scoring opportunity.
And U of R still with this one. There's Walker. Someone played over the top. Araujo recognizes he's in that offside position when it's played, so does not chase it down. And now Oswego trying to clear this one out. They'll swing it across the back half.
Phenomenal touch there. And a little flick as well, but it might have been over. Oh, wow.
And hit hard. No whistle. Just a collision there. Both players right up to their feet. Coming down the left wing now is Gavin Fisher. Fisher slows down, steps over, tries to beat the defender, unable to.
5 minutes left in this game, and I believe U of R are going to try to keep that possession, keep the Lakers tired. They're always looking for that hole, and Basuk just might create one.
Yeah, Basuk, a force to be reckoned with so far today. Nice touch by Danielson, sends it down the wing. Chasing it is Walker. Walker gets there in time. Back to Danielson. Danielson sends the through ball a little too far behind. U of R gets there, but only momentarily. Now Lindsey coming the other way. Needs to find a pass somewhere. Drops it back.
Held it for too long, in my opinion. I feel like you could have found someone up top for a counter. Yes, you don't want to rush the play, but to be fair, you only have 4 minutes remaining in this first half. A goal right now would be detrimental for these Lakers to stay in this game.
Yeah, and Bullis tries to send that one up the sideline, but just a little wayward, goes out of bounds, crosses that touchline, so it'll be another throw here for U of R just across midfield.
Yeah, and we see the Lakers, they're trying to just close them in right now. They're trying to trap them. Lindsey is guarding Basuk right now, and you really don't want them to play it out wide. They play it out wide, that's another attack they gain, and it's another chance for them to score.
Yeah, and U of R with a substitution. They take Ballesteros off the field on well-deserved break here, but they bring on Costas Canteras, who has had a very quiet start to the season so far, yet to find the back of the net, but a really solid player and a really good midfielder for this team.
Phenomenal facilitator. He's going to make the play that you need to make. He's going to find the person that you want to find. And right now we have a chance for a beautiful goal right now.
Yeah, nice through ball there from U of R. Walker gets on the other end of it. This one goes out of bounds. Going to be a corner kick for the Yellow Jackets with 3 minutes remaining here in the first half.
And this is how they score. This is what they want. This is their favorite part. They play exactly like Arsenal with these set pieces, just finding a beautiful header every single time. And Cole Basuk, he could go for the double right here as you see him.
About to say, you see Basuk walking his way up the field, getting into the box, again, like he owns the place. And taking the corner here is Pascal Carasone. Carasone hasn't taken a corner yet today, but again, some nice build-up play here from him, and will look to get the assist. That one driven short and low, back out to Carasone.
Might look for it again.
Still with it, Lindsay pressuring. Not giving him anything to work with. Sends this one back and over the top. Finds Burke. Burke across the middle to Moran. Chip goes over the top. Well defended there by McCumsky. Lakers trying to head this one out with 2 minutes remaining here in the first half now. Maybe they can get one more shot off before that halftime whistle sounds.
And that was well defended by the Oswego State Lakers. That's a phenomenal defensive set piece, and I think they can build off that and maybe learn from that. Yes, the corner was very short, but I think they really need to realize that's what they need to do.
Yeah, and Oswego now kind of slowing things down, letting the play build up again. But once again, once they start to do it, it seems like someone just plays a long ball over the top and turns it over.
Yeah. Realistically, it's because those aerial battles, as we've mentioned multiple times this game, they need to actually attack them. They're standing there waiting to try to receive the touch on the ground. They need to jump with them. If they jump with them, then something's going to happen, some chaos is going to be created, and maybe they can win that ball afterwards.
U of R sends this up the wing to Kyle Wong. Wong across the middle, well done there by the Lakers. Little bit of time to work with, battling for it, Lavrinenko.
Yep, a minute left on the clock. U of R really want a chance here to increase their lead.
And no foul called there. U of R maintains possession. Cross comes rolling across into the glove of Malky. Really well done by Malky to get off his line. And Nick, as you mentioned, under a minute now. The Lakers maybe with one final opportunity here in this first half to find the back of the net.
Yep, Hustlebeck in that midfield making a great play. That is Ian Hustlebeck, not his brother Kieran. And Oswego State Lakers really looking for that one final push. They got to play hard for 40 seconds, and they might get it right here.
Yeah, here's Lindsay. Lindsay with a bad touch finds a teammate. Out wide, now 30 on the clock here for Oswego State. Looking to get the cross in. Drop it back. Cross comes in. Chance for the header. Well defended there by U of R and well collected by Ben Ziegler there at that 6-yard box.
That was a good chance. I believe that was the play they needed to make. That was amazing build-up. It's just the header itself was lacking, in my opinion. He kind of bent down right under the ball. That's not really going to get you anywhere with a header. If anything, you could take a touch, maybe play a dummy through to that box. But the half is going to end with 4 seconds remaining, and U of R will stand on top after 45 minutes.
Yeah, got under it on that header just too much, but there goes the buzzer, Nick. As you mentioned, University of Rochester leading the Oswego State Lakers by a score of 1-0. Still plenty of game left, but Nick, I want to ask you, what does Oswego State need to change? What tactical switches need to be made here for them to succeed in the second half?
I personally think the way that they are attacking is fine. I think they're attacking strong, they're attacking quick, and that's what they need to do. They can't let Rochester get settled. If they get settled, Rochester's going to win this game. I think defensively, I've said it the entire game. It's the aerial battles. Cole Basuk is a menace when it comes to set pieces. He'll find any way to get that ball on his head and into the net. They really just need to be aggressive. Put an arm on him. Put something just anywhere around him just to annoy him, nag him, and just get him off of his game.
And, Nick, I don't think it's just winning those aerial battles in front of the goal either. I think a lot of it is not winning those 50-50 balls in the midfield is really slowing down the Lakers and causing them to lose possession over and over. So I think that's something that they really need to focus on and improve on if they want to try and find the back of the net here in the second half.
And I completely agree with you, Mike. I agree. This 50-50 battles have been pain in their butts this entire time, and they just really need to I think they need to be a little more aggressive. I think they need to come out and show a more aggression.
So Cole Basuk, the lone goal scorer here in the first half. As we mentioned, University of Rochester leading the Oswego State Lakers 1-0 here at Laker Turf Stadium. We're going to head to a quick break, but when we return, it'll be second half action right here on WTOP 10. And welcome back into Laker Turf Stadium. In case you're just joining us, my name's Mike Neckers. Alongside me is Nick Stetter, and we're just 3 minutes away from the second half of action between the Oswego State Lakers and the University of Rochester Yellow Jackets. We had an exciting first half, and Nick, tell us more. What happened in that first half, and where are we sitting right now?
Well, I'll tell you what happened in that first half. In my opinion, total domination is what happened in that first half. U of R controlled the game completely. They played great possession balls, and every set piece they had, they were lethal, especially the one where they got the lead in this game from Cole Basuk, who's had at least 3 headers off corners this game, and one of them finally hit the net. And the Oswego State Lakers really just need to bring the intensity up right now.
Yeah, I mean, intensity. They had moments where the Lakers looked really good. They had good intensity. They had those forward-moving attacks. They put those shots on the net, but just nothing that really challenged the gloves of Ben Ziegler here in the first half.
Yeah, I agree. They had moments, but these moments have to turn into long runs of intensity. They can't have moments. When you're at this level in NCAA soccer, you need to have a consistent energy throughout the entire game. You can't be off at one moment and on at another. You need to have that hustle and that energy the entire game. That's a matter of conditioning, and that's a matter of staying healthy before games.
And, Nick, one thing that I will say that the Lakers could try and exploit here in the second half is Kyle Wong picked up a yellow card from that left-back position early on. Now, he was battling with Tajay Ellis when the card was shown. Tajay Ellis appears to be coming back onto the field here for the second half. They're going to have to find a way to stop him here. And Kyle Wong can't give up another card or he'll be a man down.
Yeah, they most definitely need to attack Kyle Wong. Kyle Wong is going to be the key to this game for them, because if he gets another foul, it might not be a yellow-worthy foul, but he has to be extremely careful this entire game now. He's got 45 minutes to not get that red card. Tajay needs to line up with him and use that strength and speed that he has to beat him off the ball.
Absolutely, and of course, Tajay Ellis took a tumble in the first half, had to come out, limped his way off the field, but he's a warrior. He battles to be out on this field. He wants to play, and he wants to find the back of the net. The Lakers' only goal scorer of the season so far, looking to make it his second of the season, looking to tie this up, looking to maybe even come out on top against U of R here today.
I personally think that Tajay coming off was not his own. Actually, now that I look at it, Tajay is still on the sideline, kind of limping, and Sarixi Lindsay is coming onto the field in absence of Tajay. So it's going to be Sarixi and Amid Alamid up top instead of Tajay Ellis. Tajay's limping on the sideline, and he might be done for this game.
Well, it seems like at least for now, Tajay Ellis is sidelined here with some sort of injury, unsure exactly what, something around that leg area, looked to be his right leg, but the Lakers have plenty of capable guys coming off of this bench and on this team that can still get the job done just without the likes of one of those leaders up front.
Do remember, that foul that he got that led to that injury did not receive a yellow card.
And here comes U of R, or Oswego, my apologies. We flip sides here. Oswego loses that one early, gets it right back. And now a chance for them to try and slow things down. They'll send it across the back over to King. King to the near side. Brooks with it. Brooks up the wing.
And as we said before, they were attacking Wong's side right there.
Al-Hamid loses that one. Lakers get it back. And now a dangerous spot. 2 runners coming in on this near side. U of R sends it out to the far wing for Prescott. Prescott carrying one defender to beat. Sends the cross in. Punched out by Malky. And Al-Hamid will be on the other end of this pass.
Yeah, it's a great play by Malky. The punch out is currently leading to this counterattack that we're seeing right here. I feel like he could have caught it, but I'll eat my own words. That's a phenomenal play by Malky.
And good ball movement from Oswego, able to settle this in. 6 on offense, but 7 on defense from U of R. I mean, just really good recovery there from Rochester.
U of R hustling this entire game. They have the stamina to keep up with the SUNY Oswego Lakers. They're playing phenomenal ball right now, and they just got to keep hustling to stay and keep this 1-0 lead.
An Oswego throw in there from the far side, looking for Lindsay, unable to get it to him. Header goes out. Another Oswego throw just a little further back on this touchline.
They keep Bulis in to start the half. Bulis was subbed onto the game, and now he's in starting this half. I want to see how that changes the game for the SUNY Oswego Lakers.
We'll have to wait and see. Bulis very capable. But U of R just battling down in this corner, not letting Oswego out of there. Lindsey with a nice little Cruyff turn to his teammate. Cross comes in, but nothing there.
Yeah, Bulis, he didn't look when he crossed that ball. Nobody was there. Nobody was on the wing, and it led to a U of R clearance.
This one out of bounds for another Oswego throw-in here. See, checking to the ball is Simon Bastone. Thrown ahead of him. Lindsey battling, loses this one. U of R, Oswego on a 50-50 ball here. Oswego comes out with it. There's Bastone again, taken down. Flag goes up, going to be a throw-in for the Yellow Jackets.
And U of R, this is what they like. They like this throw-in. This throw-in could lead them to just slowing down, playing in the back. They want to take their time and just control this game. And if we look on the opposite side of the field, Milos Bacenic is back on the field and is wide open looking for that counterattack.
Yeah, Bacenic just waiting for the ball to be swung his way, and U of R finally brings it over here. Kyle Wong dribbles this one up himself, though. Wong back. And U of R switches this to the far side. All the way up the wing, running onto it's Prescott. Well defended there by the Oswego State Lakers. That's a good clear from Benjamin Brooks.
Oswego need to communicate. They need to work together right now. Everyone needs to be guarded, and this ball needs to be kicked out, and this ball needs to be taken to the other side of the field for the SUNY Oswego Lakers.
Yeah, and well done there by the Yellow Jackets. Holding on to possession. They'll swing this one back and maybe around. Instead, they go right back up that right wing. Ball played through, well defended by the Lakers, and now coming the other way for Oswego State. Simon Bastone sends it back and then down the wing to Al-Hamid. Al-Hamid battling with Wong here for this one. Wong doing a really nice job of slowing Al-Hamid down. Ball comes across the middle, chip back up, out to the sideline. It'll be an Oswego throw here.
And I'll tell you what, I just heard a fan in the crowd yell, "No foul, Wong." They also know that he is on this yellow. He needs to be careful, and he did a great job there. But this is what the Lakers need to do. They need to attack that side because he needs to be careful, and they want to exploit that.
Yeah, and you'll see Wong's kind of moved into the center just a little bit, maybe trying to take him out of those one-on-one opportunities on the sideline. Just can't afford to give up a foul here.
Very good move by U of R right there to recognize that. That's a very smart play by their coach and a very smart play by maybe even their team captain who told him to do that.
Yeah, nice play by the Lakers there to keep that ball for a moment, but they'll lose it with a pass just a little too far ahead of Lindsey. U of R looked for the 1-2 touch there, unable to get it. This one rolling up the left wing. U of R sends it up the sideline. This one rolls all the way through. Chasing it down now is Ibrahim. Ibrahim defended closely here. Dribbles past one, gets the pass across. Shot goes wide. It's a nice opportunity from Makula, but just couldn't put that one on target.
Makula slipped. He slipped. If he kept his footing, really stood himself up there and got his shot off, would have been a beautiful chance for a goal. But this is the corners that U of R love. They love these corners. Milos Bacenic back in, their first set-piece taker that they want. And you can see him. He's right there in the center. Cole Basuk wants that second goal.
Yeah, and a very Steven Gerrard-esque flip, but with U of R already having this lead and how dangerous they've been on these corners thus far, maybe not a bad thing that they came out with a corner here. And it comes swinging. Chance for the header. That one deflected. Lakers send it out, but only to the foot of Mikey Burke, who's waiting at the top of the box.
Milos whips it in again. They want this cross. This cross has done nothing but help them this entire game. And they're calling for handball, and they're going to get it.
A handball called here in the box. This one called,
I believe that's Vladimir Levernenko.
Yeah, Levernenko called on him a handball, but it looks like it's just at the top of the box, so it won't be a penalty kick, I don't believe. A free kick from a very dangerous spot against a goaltender with not a lot of experience at this level here, Nick.
Well, if you don't shoot this, I really don't know what you're doing. It doesn't matter who you are. I think this is a perfect opportunity for who it is Milos Bacenic. I believe Milos Bacenic is going to take this kick, and if you don't shoot this, I don't know what to tell you. This is the perfect opportunity for a beautiful free kick at a beautiful time.
And Bacenic waiting to hear that whistle. Lakers with 5 in the wall. Malky standing in the goal, waiting for the shot. Bacenic hits it. That one off a defender. Grabbed by Malky. Really well done to keep his eye on that ball and not let it through.
Beautiful by Malky. That's a phenomenal play that gets overlooked hugely. Adjust to the play, adjust to the bounce, and pick that ball up. I believe that's a phenomenal play by Malky.
And Biesenik wins the header there. Right to the Lakers captain, up the wing now. And here comes Wytak. Wytak still with it, looking across, just way too far over the head of Lindsay. And U of R now bringing this one the other way, up the middle, finding Makula. Makula carrying. Sends this one down the wing. Ibrahim on it.
Ibrahim thinking he's offsides. He still found the play, and Makula, once again, he finds himself in front of goal, and he doesn't get the correct hit on it. He had one earlier in the game where he was one-on-one with Malky and just couldn't hit it, and it went straight over the net. He really needs to find his footing, because once he does, he'll be a lethal scorer.
Yeah, Nick, Makula doing a great job making all those runs, but just unable to put those final touches on it. So U of R wins this one again at the midfield. Oswego sends it back the other way momentarily. Nice ball there from Lindsay.
That was a phenomenal 1-2 passing there by the SUNY Oswego Lakers, and it continues with Amid trying to win the ball back. Very strong player, Amid.
A nice chip over the top. Lakers through here. An opportunity to maybe tie things up. Cuts it back rather than crossing. This one will come out. Going to be a foul called on the Oswego State Lakers. Al-Hamid called on the foul. Helps him up, but Simon Bastone just cuts back when he had the opportunity to cross that one.
And he did that blindly. He did that without any purpose. He did that on his own. He needed to feel where Kyle Wong was and sense that he was right there. The chop was not going to work there. He needed to maybe find that cross. Now, do I know if anyone was there? I couldn't see it out of the corner of my eye, but it was a misjudgment by Simon Bastone.
Yeah, and maybe a lack of communication as well there from the rest of the team. Of course, as a teammate, your number one job is to make sure your teammates are able to get the job that they need to do done as well, right? So communicating is a big part of that. And if no one's telling him there's a guy on either side of him, then how's he going to know that he can't cut back?
Very good point, Mike.
Well, the Lakers with a goal kick here. Malky sends it short. Dribbling in the back now. This one will go up the touchline. Battling for this one. Simon Bastone loses it. Really well done by Tyler Moran. And Lakers get it back here. There's Hustleback.
In my opinion, Hustleback, phenomenal there. And gets the foul. I was just about to say that Hustleback has kind of been a ghost this game, but he just proved me completely wrong. Winning that 3-on-1 and getting the foul out of it. This is where they really need him to thrive, though, in these last 35 minutes of this beautiful game.
Well, Nick, probably heard you say his name from up here in the press box and said, oh, this kid. Lakers send this one across the back. And back the other way, taking their time on this one, trying to build up the play a little bit. Brooks with it down in the corner. Sends this one up high. Wong and Al-Hamid on this one. Nice header from Wong, keeps it in play. Doing a good job of keeping it clean here on this left back position.
Yeah, I think Wong's been a very strong part of the second half, honestly, so far. We have mentioned, yes, he's on this yellow, but he's being very smart about it, too. He's won challenges without having to be aggressive, and I think he's being a crucial part of this team right now.
Yeah, and the Lakers pressing up high, but U of R doing a really good job to break this press, flip sides, and again, they find Wong here, who's got plenty of space to dribble into. Wong sends it out wide to Biesenik. Biesenik sends a through ball. Ibrahim with it. Back to Biesenik down the wing. Biesenik looking for the cross, cuts back to his right, sends this in, swung in on the ground, blocked there by the Oswego defense. Now coming the other way is the Lakers. Carrying this one, looks to be a lot of pushing and shoving here, but no foul called. Well done there by Tyler Moran to win that ball back from Wytak. And now U of R sends it to the other sideline for Danielin.
And this is the swing they want. This is a through ball they want. They could find a cross right now and maybe find a backdoor run. This is a chance they could get. This is where they want to be.
And there's the cross. That one just a little too far to the right. Goes into the side netting. Malky happy to see that one go wide.
He's got to wrap his foot around it. If he wraps his foot around it there, it curls in. One of those back doors, maybe Makula, as we've seen before, and maybe Ibrahim could get that finish.
Malky again sends the goal kick short. Still 33 minutes remaining here in the first half, or second half, my apologies. Lakers still down 1-0, looking to tie things up here as they come up the left wing.
Wojtek tried bodying him off the ball. He's a very strong player. Then attempted a skill move, I believe. It wasn't very practical, I should say.
And just really good defense there from U of R to slow them down. And
exactly.
up the left side now comes Biesenik, sends it all the way across. What a ball from Biesenik. An absolute ping there.
Honestly, if I'm completely real with you, and that's a missed header from Makula, but if I'm being completely real with you, so far, Bisanich is my player of the game.
Absolutely,
He's
Nick.
been phenomenal.
He's been the facilitator for this team from start to finish, just moving the ball, being everywhere, all over the field, and that's all you can ask for from a central midfielder.
Exactly. He's been everywhere. His set pieces have been phenomenal. His crosses have been great. Basuk is a very close second, in my personal opinion. He's just been strong at the back, and obviously the lone goal scorer so far. But as of right now, for me, Milos is just phenomenal.
Nice ball over the top there from Malky. U of R wins it out of the air once again, send it over to this near side, and again, it's Bisanich. Sends it up the wing, a nice ball there from Bisanich. Can they get there in time? A nice kick out there from the Lakers. Prescott chasing it down, and Oswego chooses to defend. Benjamin Brooks kicks that one out.
And I believe we have a throw-in coming, and yes, Cole Basuk is coming up for the long throw. Maybe he'll throw it back towards the side, back towards the top of the 18, maybe the edge of the D, to try to facilitate something. Or he'll throw it right now a little shorter.
And might as well take advantage where the Lakers aren't looking. This one comes down low. Cross in, a little too long on that cross. Cole Basuk, I love the idea, but just too much power on that one.
Seems like he doesn't know his own strength, Mike, honestly. He's too much on the ball right there. If he just chips that in, somebody could win a header and maybe make this game 2-0.
Throw in there from the Lakers on the far touchline. Lindsey controls it a little too well, gets caught up in his feet. Now U of R with a throw in the other way.
U of R just holding the ball. They're playing very smart right now, and a substitute comes on. I believe that is Tyler Morin coming off.
Yeah, and it looks like U of R is going to take their time with these substitutions here, Nick. Of course, trying to run out as much of this clock as possible. There's no added time in NCAA rules. So once that 45 minutes is up, it's up. That's it.
Exactly. And yes, Tyler Moran was subbed off for Alessio Cristinetti Walker. And we'll see how he can impact these U of R Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and Walker came in the first half, had a couple of nice runs up that wing, but unable to get any real production here with this team when he was on the field in that first half. But still 30 minutes remaining on the clock. We'll see what he can do for them.
We do have a potential free kick coming up, and I believe, yes, it is Milos Bisanich taking it. This is another ball whipped into the box, but Cole Basuk is staying back. Never mind. He changes his mind. He wants to go up there. He wants to get another goal. That probably means they're going to whip this ball into the 18 and try to get another scoring opportunity.
It doesn't look like they're going to wait. In it goes. Basuk on the other end of it puts his head on it. No problem, but Lakers are there to block it. Shot, goal! And just like that, it's a 2-0 game. Jasper Danielin to the corner to celebrate with the Yellow Jackets.
Yep, Milos whips it in to that back post where Basuk is waiting. Basuk heads it in. The Lakers couldn't get it out in time. It got caught in their feet, and U of R jumped on that as fast as they could, and Danielin was right there. Beautiful shot, taken phenomenally. Just a finesse ball right into that bottom right corner, and that's how you need to score in NCAA soccer.
I mean, Danielin just in the right place at the right time there, knew what the play call was, knew what they drew up before the game, knew where he had to be, and executed perfectly.
Exactly, Mike. And the Oswego State Lakers now need to make something happen quick, or this game could be over for them.
Hamid Al-Hamid kicks this one in. Oswego State still with it. On the near side, carrying is Bastone. Bastone with the pass over. Back to Bastone, keeps this one in play. Back to the middle here. Lakers just battling, trying to get something going.
And I think the Lakers, honestly, yes, the score says differently. I think the Lakers have played very good soccer when it comes to playing on the ground. I think they've done a phenomenal job playing the ball when it's on the ground and they're moving the ball very well off 1-2 passing. But when it comes to the aerial game, it's not there. And Dan Kane needs to collect his teammates, collect himself, and realize that, and in practices work on that.
Absolutely, Nick, as U of R again has the ball in the midfield after winning another one of those aerial battles. They're over to the far side now. They'll send it back. No need to rush here. Up 2-0. A nice cushion to be sitting on. Looks like they're going to try and swing this one over. They find Wong.
And this is the wide game they want to play. This is the facilitating game they want to play. Just possession. And that's a phenomenal one, too.
It's all 1-2 touch soccer here for the Yellow Jackets. Doing a great job of it. This one goes out for an Oswego throw. But as of right now, U of R really just outplaying the Lakers, and some extracurriculars are going to show a yellow card to Milos Bacinic. I mean, just unnecessary pushing and shoving as the ball goes out of bounds, Nick.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. You're up 2-0. You got to just stay calm. There's no reason to do that. And now both players on this left side for U of R have a yellow card, being Kyle Wong and being Milos Bacinic. And shoving with Kyle Wong and Amit Al-Hamid's going on right now. I just saw them bickering. But, yeah, they got to just calm down. They got to calm down and realize they're in the control.
And another foul there, this time right on Hasselbeck. Kieran Hasselbeck hops up quickly, but U of R playing a very aggressive style of soccer here. I mean, that's their 7th foul of the game. Oswego also with 7 fouls, so a pretty even matchup between these two foul-wise, but U of R really just dominating here.
And I do believe as we see more cards and as it gets more choppy, great collect by Ziegler, by the way, but as it gets to see more cards and it gets more choppy, I believe it's going to be a little more of a hazy game. There's going to be a lot more fouls. Tempers are going to flare for every player on this field, and it might get a little aggressive.
Absolutely, Nick. And like you said, Ziegler, really well done there to get off his line as quickly as he did, and he was able to get to that ball before the Lakers got a foot on it. But Oswego back in this final third again, trying to maybe bring one back at least here with 28 minutes left on the clock. They'll lose this one, get it right back. And now Oswego still in the midfield, but just not getting anything going here in front of the net.
Yes, and as I'm going to go back to Ben Ziegler real quick. Once again, we've said it. He hasn't had too much of a difficult game. He's been playing normal. This is what a keeper needs to do. He's been doing everything he needs to. He had one scare, yes, but it wasn't too much of a problem. But Ibrahim, what speed right here.
And well done there by the Lakers. That's King and McCumsky again just collapsing on that, not letting U of R see the light of day on that one. Really well done, but still down 2 goals. The Lakers need to get something going offensively, and so far it's been nothing as Wong sends this all the way back to Ziegler.
Ibrahim's runs are phenomenal. He's so quick off that through ball, but Oswego's done a very good job at containing that part of the game. They've been very good at containing the through balls, as we're going to see another one right now.
Yeah, and chasing this one down for Oswego's JT Stewart. This one comes across the middle, well done by the Lakers.
Yep, Malky coming off his line as he needs to. Makula just couldn't get there in time. And we're going to see another through ball long.
Wong wins this one again, fouled here, and now Al-Hamid may be seeing a yellow card.
Yep, the ref is reaching for his pocket, and that will be the 3rd yellow card of the game, I believe.
3rd yellow of the game. First one for the Oswego State Lakers, though Al-Hamid understands maybe a little too much physicality there. Isn't giving the referee a hard time, so always good to see that. But now a free kick here for Kyle Wong.
I will say, the Lakers have done this same thing about 3 or 4 times. They've played this ball over the top to Amit Al-Hamid and haven't seen any results out of it. Wong's done a very good job, and I think he's realized what the plan is at that point.
And really well done there by Malky. He was off his line quick on that one, able to come out and collect that ball. Doesn't even have to pick it up either.
Cat-like reflexes there by Malky to see the run and read it easily.
Malky sends it out to the left side. Carrying up the left side now is the Lakers. This one booted up high. Al-Hamid trying to get to the other end of it, but just a little too short. Really well defended there by Basuk.
Basuk playing phenomenal as always. He's doing a great job facilitating this team, but we do have a chance here for the Lakers if Saricki can get to that, and it is clattered out of bounds. I believe that's a throw-in.
And Nick, did you see that turn there from Simon Bastone? I mean, just the speed on that one alone was impressive.
Very quick and very slick for Simon Bastone right there. That was a phenomenal play. And I don't know if it is a throw-in or a corner. It went out.
I believe it's a throw-in here, Nick, but unsure which team's going to get the throw-in called their way. It looks like maybe it'll be the Yellow Jackets.
And I believe so as well, Mike. You see the Lakers players pressing up, trying to man mark. And yes, number 5 for the Yellow Jackets, Mikey Burke, will be taking the throw-in.
Yeah, this one deep in their own zone, Nick. Lakers are going to want to try and pressure up high here and shut them in. But a long throw sometimes is all you need. Oswego gets it. There's Wytak with the first pass, but U of R with some miscommunication. They'll finally get this one out as this Bicenic again.
Yeah, you saw Basuk call that he wanted to clear it and then realized that number 7 of the Yellow Jackets, Milos Bicenic, was right there to clear that ball. And Milos, the hustle to win that ball back after clearing it. Now he's going to run down the line
Talk about end-to-end, Nick. Bicenich is the prime example of it. This ball kicked off the back of a U of R defender. Lakers keep it in play. U of R gets it back. Comes across the middle. Oswego now crossing midfield on the dribble here. Chance for a through ball. Sends it over to this near sideline. Now carrying up the sideline for the Oswego State Lakers is King. Across the middle. Chance. Shot. That one goes right across the goal mouth. No one on the other end of it.
Lindsey was close. He was right there for it. If Lindsey takes that run maybe a step earlier, I think he gets there and maybe gets this game back into the hands of the Lakers and maybe for another chance to make it 2-1.
Yeah, Lindsey very close on that one. Just a few feet away from being there on time. But in comes another substitution here for the Yellow Jackets. This time it's Gavin Fisher entering the field of play here.
And I believe he came off for, if I'm right, Milos Bicenich, yes. And I think that's a smart substitution. Milos on a yellow card. You don't want him to risk getting that red. And I think U of R is just trying to play it as safe as possible right now with 24 minutes remaining in this game.
Yeah, and with that 2-goal cushion, of course, nothing's set in stone here yet, Nick, but a little bit to work with here, a little bit of time where they can maybe experiment a bit.
Exactly. They can maybe see people at different positions or like new players, maybe freshmen who haven't got a full experience yet of what NCAA soccer is like, and maybe just try to hone them into their own skill.
Yeah, and a collision there around midfield. U of R comes up with it. They'll send it down the wing. Makula trying to follow, but ball play just too far in front of him. That's Fisher who just couldn't get the right speed on that one.
We also didn't announce that Marcus Baker of the SUNY Oswego Lakers came on for Amid Al-Amid. Apologies there, but they came in at the same sub as Gavin Fisher.
Yeah, and the Lakers now in the back. Malky sends it out to the fullback. Up the wing. Lindsey unable to get a foot on it. Lakers chasing this one down, but ball played just a little too fast. Too big of a touch there from Marcus Baker, who just came onto the field. And now a foul here.
And we'll see another card. This is the fourth card of the game. That is going to go to number 9, Alessio Cristinetti Walker. And the ball's played quick. And the ref's saying to bring it back as of right now. But this game has gotten heated. This game, we're seeing fouls everywhere. We're seeing cards everywhere. We're seeing plays that are being made that are just unnecessary, in my personal opinion. And I think that it's going to get choppy with 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just time to go.
Yeah, part of the beauty of this game is the chaos here, Nick. As we'll see on the kick is Scout McCumsky. McCumsky, the left footer, looking to curl this one maybe right in front of the net. It goes up. No one there for Oswego to put the header on it. U of R clears it out. A really nice ball from Johnny Makula to send this out of harm's way.
Yep. And we have a substitute being ready, waiting for the ball to be kicked out for the SUNY Oswego Lakers. I can't see who it is all the way from here in the press box, but he will be ready to bring a fresh legs onto the field and maybe rally the SUNY Oswego Lakers team.
Now U of R just passing around the back, playing keep away really from the Oswego State Lakers, just trying to possess the ball and run out as much clock as possible. This one crosses the touchline, will be a Oswego throw.
And we will see that substitution as of right now. I believe it is Simon Bastone coming off of the pitch. And if I can see correctly,
looks like entering the field of play for the Lakers is Aiden Howard, Nick.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, Aiden Howard coming in.
And Lakers in the back with this is King. And an immediate deflection from Maldonado, who just subbed into the game, loses the ball. Going to be a throw-in here for the Yellow Jackets.
Miscommunication there by the SUNY Oswego Lakers, and a fan was not very happy in the crowd, I'll tell you that much. I heard a giant, oh my God, coming from the fans. But the Lakers just need to just take a breath, realize where they are, and focus on just trying to get one back to get their start going.
Yeah, and Pascal Carasone and Juan Lucena Foy coming onto the field here for the Rochester Yellow Jackets. A battle here on the sideline. That comes off the head there of Walker. Lakers bringing this up. A chance for Lindsay, bodied well by Basak.
Touch taken high.
Lindsay again with it. Chance chipped over the top. Lakers on the near side trying to come through. Really well done there again by Basuk. Dribbles past the second, past the third, sends it up the wing. Lakers are there to recover.
He tried a Travella ball that would have been a beautiful through ball if it got through, but I don't think that was the time for it. But it was a smart way to get the ball up the field and keep it away from this defense. They don't want that ball up there when they're trying to hold this 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Lavrenenko able to get his foot in front of it. Lakers now battling here in the midfield, pressuring heavily with 20 minutes left here on the clock in the second and final half of action here. And a foul there. Referee plays advantage for, I think, but then decides to call it the other way. Going to be an Oswego free kick here.
Yeah, I do believe it looked like number 17 of the Yellow Jackets, Pascal Caruso, kind of just threw him over his shoulder and kind of took him out. I do believe that's the right call by the referee.
Yeah, a lot of physicality here, especially in these past 5-10 minutes here, Nick. But now the Lakers with a free kick from midfield. They'll try and put the ball in a dangerous spot here. But again, just headed out by the Yellow Jackets. Really well done, and running onto it now is Araujo. Araujo over to Walker. Walker carrying, sends it across the middle. U of R still with this one. The look out wide for Fisher. Fisher up the left wing. Looks to dribble past the first, gets the pass off instead. Onside, chance now for Prescott. Prescott dribbles past two, chance shot. That one saved by Malky. What a save that one is.
Phenomenal save by Malky. Beautiful read of the game right there. Malky, he's been fine for what he's had in front of him, I think. The header was very unfortunate. It was played at the far post, and you really couldn't do anything about that. And the one-time shot was hard to read with a bunch of defenders in front of you. I think Malky has done a phenomenal job today, and that save is an example of it.
Lakers send this one up the left wing. No one to run onto it, though. The Yellow Jackets with plenty of time here. Get the pass off out to that wing. And finally, up the sideline it goes. Carasone chasing this one down. Lakers right there with him. Lakers battling, shield this one out of bounds. Foul called again on Carasone. Carasone, his second foul of the past few minutes here.
Yeah, I believe if he gets one more, no matter what the foul is, it's going to be a yellow for him. Just coming onto the field already, too. He's showing that aggression that you need to show, but at the same time, he's got to be smart about it. You don't want a yellow as soon as you come onto the pitch, because that's going to be scary for these last 18 minutes.
So the Lakers with a free kick deep in their own territory here. McCumsky will boot this one across midfield, looking for Lindsay to receive it. Lindsay pulled down, and foul called there as Lindsay was pulled down just across midfield.
Hands on the back. That was Mikey Burke guarding Sarixi Lindsay, and that's going to get called 100% of the time. Well, actually, going back to the game, it hasn't been called 100% of the time. We did see hands on the back originally, but if a ref sees it, it's going to be called.
Yeah, Lakers get the call this time, and now a dangerous position for a free kick. They've got to try and float this one in, drop it right around that penalty marker, and see if they can eat up the scraps and maybe get a rebound goal here.
They got to attack the ball here, Mike. They really need to just stay strong in this box and win a header.
McCumsky chips this one in. Chance for the Lakers. No one on the other end of it. U of R is going to keep this one in. Went off one of their players. Lakers with a cross, but again, no one on the other end of these crosses. There's no one in the box, no one attacking this goal right now for Oswego.
In my opinion, this is what's wrong with the formation that they play. They don't have any wingers. They don't have any attackers. They all need to attack as one. The CDM needs to be standing at the top of the D. The center mids need to be in the box, and the strikers need to be ready for that ball poaching. They got to play as a unit, and that comes down to the conditioning, as I mentioned before. That's the hustle part of this game. They need to have more attacking, and then they also need to hustle back on defense for those counterattacks.
Yeah, and this throw is going to go to the Yellow Jackets. Lakers not agreeing with the call, but we got two more substitutions coming in for U of R. So some more fresh legs entering the field as making way. I see Alessio Cristinetti Walker. So Walker came in about 5 minutes into the second half, is heading back off the field. U of R maybe testing some new strategies and tactics with some new players here. Of course, with the 2-0 cushion, they are able to do that very freely. But now when Oswego say throw in front of the bench.
Yeah, I mean, the coach of U of R, Ben Cross, I would believe him to be able to make these changes as of right now. I think it's a smart play to maybe get some new guys, and we haven't directly seen who is in yet, but we're going to see if they can make a very big impact on this game, as another foul is called on the SUNY Oswego Lakers for a little hit.
Yeah, Nick, another foul called on the Oswego State Lakers. Not what you want to do when you're down 2-0, but now coming up the left sideline is the Yellow Jackets. A really nice tackle there from Benjamin Brooks. Brooks sends it up the wing to Lindsey. Lindsey chasing this one down some space to work with one defender to beat, but it is the hardest defender to beat on this field. Basak does a really good job. He's going to shield this one all the way out of bounds. I mean, talk about a brick wall.
He's probably the strongest player on the field as of right now. Cole Basuk. Sirixi Lindsey has done phenomenal boxing out this entire game, and to show that Basuk kind of just pushed him off of it like it was nothing and got a goal kick out of it is just phenomenal to what Basuk has been doing this entire game. And we have more substitutions coming on as number 18 of the U of R Yellow Jackets, Gavin Fisher, comes off for the returning Milos Bisenic, and I think that was the only sub U of R just made.
Yeah, Bisenic coming back in the game. Not what the Lakers want to see here, Nick. I mean, a dominant force in the first half and in the second half while he was on the field was a big part of both of those goals that U of R has scored here against the Oswego State Lakers. And now this one down the sideline going to be an Oswego State throw-in.
Linesman doesn't budge. U of R want a foul, and they're not going to get it. And a slip there on the far left side.
And this Oswego team now dealing with these dark and wet conditions out here at Laker Turf Stadium. So we'll have to wait and see how those will affect these teams in the final 15 minutes of play here. But at the moment, the Yellow Jackets lead the Lakers here 2-0 off of a pair of goals from Cole Basuk and Jasper Danielin.
And I think that the Danielin goal was taken phenomenally. I want to just go back to that real quick. It's the set piece as usual, and just a phenomenal shot into the bottom right. And really, that's what U of R wants to seal the game.
Yeah, Lakers send this one up to Al-Hamid. Al-Hamid loses it here in that corner. Sebastian Ballesteros takes it off of him, dribbles past two, gets the pass off, finding Carasone. Carasone still with it now. Carasone sends it out wide to Bisenic.
Yeah, it was phenomenal by Carasone there to just control the play, but he loses the ball there to Kieran Husselbeck. Kieran Husselbeck been playing a lot better the second half. He got subbed off early in the first half and trying to show, and Amit's holding his eye.
Yeah, it looks like maybe he took an elbow to the eye there from Bisenic. Looks like he's okay, but U of R is going to send this back to the goalkeeper and reset here.
And Ben Ziegler just plays it easily into the feet of Mikey Burke, and this is the 1-2 soccer that U of R love to play right now. They're playing a triangle game as they swing it up to the field for another counterattack, but Malky's going to come off his line dangerously and make the play.
Yeah, really well done there by Malky and the Lakers, battling to keep this ball out of a dangerous position in their 18-yard box, and they'll swing this one across the back. With it now is Husselbeck.
Rowan King, I believe, had that ball.
Yes, my apologies. Rowan King up the wing to Brooks, takes a deflection off of the Yellow Jackets. And it's going to be Brooks with the throw in here for the Lakers. Brooks just waiting for someone to step to him. Sends it deep. That one headed forward here by Omerovich.
Just feel like there was no reason to try to skip that on. I don't think anyone called for it. I don't think anyone saw that. I think you should control that and try to make a play back.
Yeah, just no one in the vicinity there for the Lakers. And now they're backtracking the other way. Coming through is Carasone. Carasone still with it, sends the through ball, but just a little too short on that one. Not going to go down without a fight. Benjamin Brooks gets the pass up to Al-Hamid. Al-Hamid carrying down the wing, pressured by two Yellow Jackets. Holds onto it, loses it here. And now here it comes out wide to Bisenic. Bisenic back to Wong.
And I think the Oswego Lakers have really had trouble in just kind of movement. I haven't seen a lot of movement from the midfielders. I feel like that's what's making them predictable for this U of R team. U of R have realized how they like to move and what habits this team has. I think U of R have dominated just because of that reasoning.
Yeah, Nick, and you can see just the sheer dominance in ball movement here from the Yellow Jackets. I mean, they're forming these triangles, they're moving off of the ball, they're finding these open lanes, and that's just something that the Lakers have not been able to do thus far tonight.
Yep. I completely agree with you, Mike. The Lakers got to just kind of realize that they need to move more. This is a hustle game. NCAA soccer is not for people who are going to get tired easily. You need to condition yourself in practice. You need to run as much as you can because you got to be match fit for games like these. you need way more movement than any other game you'll play.
Yeah, King kicks that one out, and leaving the field is Eli Jose Araujo as well as Pascal Carasone. So 2 fresh sets of legs coming in here for the Yellow Jackets, as they'll have a throw-in down here in this Lakers defensive corner, rather. Goes right back out wide to the thrower. Bisanich swings the cross in. Chance for the Yellow Jackets. Lakers claim it's offsides. Nice save there. Still in a dangerous spot. Lakers clear this one out. Still in play, though. U of R battling down this left wing. And way to shield that ball there. The Lakers luck out, as that's a huge stop from Benjamin Brooks and a nice save from Max Malky.
I'll go back to those substitutions real quick. Kamal Ibrahim came in for Araujo, and Johnny Makula came in for Pascual Carusone. But a phenomenal save by Malky. That's the second time they've tried to go near post on him, and Malky's reacted perfectly, just getting a hand on that ball. And we have a
And here come the Lakers. One-on-one opportunity. Chance shot saved. A really, really good save from Ben Ziegler. You see he cuts off the angle, takes it low, and a bad miss from the Oswego State Lakers.
And Ziegler did what any goalie needs to do in a one-on-one. He stayed strong. He kept his ground. He didn't press up as much as he needed to. And when he stopped and he stood his ground, the Oswego Lakers couldn't tell what he wanted to do. He took the shot, got worried. Phenomenal play by Ziegler there. Unfortunate for the SUNY Oswego Lakers.
Yeah, Nick, and that was Edis Omerovich just unable to finish that one. Got to be kicking himself after that one. A one-on-none with the goalkeeper. I mean, you've got the advantage. You just got to get it done. But really well done there by Ben Ziegler to say no thank you, not today.
2 substitutions coming in right now. I believe Rowan King is coming off of the pitch for, I believe that is TJ Tanner now at center back. And there was another one that didn't catch my eye. We'll get back to you in a second on that one.
Lakers boot this one all the way up the field. Awaiting is Cole Basuk. This one goes all the way back to Ziegler. Ziegler with some time to work with. Al-Hamid pressuring very slowly here. Just under 10 minutes left here in the second half of action. U of R is going to send this one backwards, take their time, and chew up as much of this clock as they can. Ziegler to Wong. Wong up the wing to Bisanich. Just kidding, goes back to Ziegler.
They're trying to play that possession ball right now. Can he keep that one in? Yes, he can. The touch is phenomenal, but he's going to clear it just to probably get as much time off the clock as possible.
U of R just nuking that one. Foul called there on the Yellow Jackets. This foul called on Alessio Cristinetti Walker. And now we've got a Laker down here in this defensive third. 9:22 remaining as the clock stops. And Nick, I mean, just sheer dominance here from the Yellow Jackets in this first half and then even into the second half.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, they won their last game 5-0. They are coming off of that confidence boost that they needed. But realistically, U of R just played phenomenal this entire game. Haven't had really a hole in their entire game. Cole Basuk's been amazing in the back, really. Milos Bisanich is controlling that midfield. And even the runs by Johnny Makula, who I think has been a really underrated piece of this team. Yes, he's missed a couple chances, but he's giving Oswego another person to guard, as well as Kamal Ibrahim, who's been one of the paciest players on the pitch. I think U of R have played to their absolute best today. I think they've done an amazing job.
Yeah, Nick, and it looks like just some cramping out here on the field. I believe that's Scout McCumsky limping off. We'll get a confirmation on that here shortly. But a great game from him as well on that defensive end. I mean, nothing to be ashamed of. He worked his heart out there, just that fatigue finally getting to you after playing 82 minutes of soccer here.
Yeah, I think McCumsky and Rowan King, the 2 center backs that started this game, were phenomenal. Rowan King had a very crucial slide tackle in the first half, which kept the game at 0-0 for the time being. But I think those two really got to look back on this game and smile. Some people maybe would disagree with me, but I think those two had a great performance.
Did the best they could, but now here comes U of R down the left side. Makula, who we were just talking about, Nick. Lakers are going to try and save this and put it out for a throw. No luck. Didn't get there in time, I don't believe. It's going to be a corner kick here for the Yellow Jackets, or is it? We'll have to wait and see where they place this ball. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in here for U of R. My apologies.
Yes,
way down in that corner.
It will be a throw, and it really looks like no one's showing for him. Maybe they'll make a run to him. It could be a long throw, and there's the run that he was looking for.
Run made right back to the thrower. The one pass you have to cover. They teach you that at a very young age over in Livonia, New York, where we're from, Nick. But U of R with another throw in even deeper in the corner now.
Yeah, and I believe they're going to try to do the same exact thing. They're going to find that pass back, and no one's guarding it. So, really, I think they're just looking for a cross. As we have another substitution here, I believe that's number 9 for the Yellow Jackets, Kristen Walker again. Yes, that is. That's Kristen Walker coming off for... I can't tell off the top of my screen right now, but there is a substitution on the field.
Well, U of R with another throw all the way in the corner. They send this one in right back. Surprised not to see the offside flag go up there. Lakers send it up the sideline. Al-Hamid with it. And now the Lakers with a chance for a breakaway. They lose possession quickly. Danielin on it. And U of R keeps this one back at their own midfield end.
Good
Lakers
header
have this one out. Carrying it now for Oswego State's Hasselbeck. Up the wing, he sends it. And unable to get that through ball through this Yellow Jacket defense. Lakers with a throw in just across midfield. And it looks like another substitution here for the Oswego State Lakers. I believe that's Lindsay coming back onto the field here, Nick.
Yep, for Marcus Baker. And I believe a new face we haven't seen this. Actually, my apologies, Jason Wojtak. We've already seen him today. He's also came on the pitch.
Yeah, Wojtak having a decent game in the midfield. Has lost a couple balls, but has also had a lot of good battles up there as well.
Yeah, he's been a very strong player. I think he's tried to win his battles as best as he can. He's created some havoc in the offense, made them uncomfortable. But he really, in my opinion, could have shown a lot more on the offensive side of things.
And another nice save there from Max Malky, who's just been phenomenal all afternoon. Of course, did let in those 2 goals, but there's only so much you can do when you're facing this many shots.
And Malky, yeah, he came off his line like he needed to. I really think Malky has shown a good performance today. Yeah. But the score says otherwise, but in my personal opinion, Malky, he doesn't need to put his head down for this game.
And Lakers just a little bit of trouble controlling that one as it rolls out for another Yellow Jackets throw-in. 6.5 minutes left on the clock here. Yellow Jackets still leading 2-0, and for the Lakers, it's got to be now or never here, Nick.
Yep, if they can get one here, if they get 1 goal, 1 counterattack, something. If they get that 1 shot, this game is in no way, shape, or form over. As I said in the first half, play till the last second of every single game, and you will get rewarded. I promise you that.
Yeah, Mikey Burke looks for the through ball there for the Yellow Jackets, but deflected by the Lakers. Back to Wong. Wong sends it up the sideline for Fisher. Fisher looks for a Travella ball. Doesn't get through. Lakers coming up the other way. Battling for this one is Hasselbeck. Hasselbeck sends it back over to Fisher. U of R with it.
And as Hamid was chasing Wong, you could see him kind of limp on his knee, and that's a bit worrying for these Oswego Lakers.
Another big save there from Malky. This one kind of just rolled right into his grasp.
Yeah, Makula was looking for that backdoor run as usual, and he just couldn't get to it. Tried to slide to get a touch on it, maybe confuse Malky, but it's easy for the keeper.
And, Nick, at this point with 5 minutes left, you got to wonder why the Lakers aren't sending every ball they get as far up the field as possible. But
Hasselbeck falls down to a no contact.
Another save from Malky. Chance for the rebound. Shot goes wide. Hasselbeck down at midfield. Looks like maybe a cramp here of the calf. We'll wait and see. But what an opportunity there from Johnny Makula again. Puts this one wide, Nick.
Malky, first off, phenomenal save once again. I think he's got 3 or 4 on the day now. He's playing a great second half, in my opinion. But, Makula, once again, coming short. You can see him over there, his head's down. He realizes he could probably have a hat trick right now. He honestly has been playing a great game. He just can't finish it. And it was a very scary sight to see Kieran Hasselbeck go down with really no contact. But yes, as you said, Mike, I believe it will be just some cramping as he walks off the field himself. And luckily, no serious worries.
Yeah, up on his own 2 feet, walking off the field is all you can ask for after you see a player go down. Malky pushing everyone up the field says, come on, we got to score. 5 minutes remaining here in the second half. Lakers down 2-0. And again, U of R's winning the 50-50 balls out of the air. Up the right side, the Yellow Jackets go. They'll keep carrying it down this sideline with it. Carasone sends it across. That one just goes behind and out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick here for the Oswego State Lakers.
And if you looked on that last goal kick, Ben Brooks was pushed up. It looks like they're going to play a 3-back when they're on offense, kind of. And that's to show you that they really need this goal and they really want this goal. But
yeah, and at this point for Oswego, you might want to think about playing a 2-1 or even a 0-back. I mean, down 2 goals, what do you have to lose at this point?
Fair point, Mike, but at the same time, you don't want to make this 3-0 and have it completely over. If you score 1 here, you still have a chance to tie this game. 3-0 with 4 minutes left. Not many teams come back from that.
That ball played up one by Wong. Really well done. Whitehack gets ahead on it, settles this one, but Lakers lose it again. Yellow Jackets carrying across the middle. Ballesteros sends it out wide. Up top to Ibrahim. Ibrahim to the sideline. Yellow Jackets carrying now across the middle, looking for Ibrahim. Can't get it to him. This one goes all the way up the wing. Yellow Jackets lose it. Lakers send it up. Here's Lindsay on it. Lindsay carrying across the middle. Pass just a little too far in front. And now U of R with it again. 3.5 left on the clock.
Right now you can tell that the players are kind of winding down. They're kind of getting a little tired. Yes, they've played a almost full 90 minutes of this beautiful game. And a big hit there. Going this way, Wong's already on a yellow, but he will not get the second card.
Yeah, and a surprising no card there, in my opinion, Nick. I mean, just way too big of a hit for this late in the game being up 2-0, but the officials call us final. I'm not going to argue it. Lakers trying to get something going here in these final 3 minutes. This one headed straight to the feet of Ben Ziegler, who's going to run out the clock for as long as he can here.
And I completely agree with you that his foot was very high up on him. I believe it was like probably to the middle of his shin. I think that definitely should be a card, but the ref knows he's on that first yellow, and maybe he felt a little sympathy for Kyle Wong there.
Ziegler sets this one down. He's going to make the Lakers come and get it, really run out as much of this clock as possible. Finally just boots it all the way up. Doesn't want the Lakers to even have a chance to put a shot on their net.
I'll tell you what, back when I played, that was the most annoying thing to deal with, a goalie wasting time, but it's a perfect standpoint to have, especially when you're up 2-0 in a game like this.
And really well done there by Al-Hamid to keep that ball in play. Al-Hamid, again, grasping the back of his knee. Hope he's okay, staying on the field and battling it out, but Lakers' Benjamin Brooks sends this one across the middle. Chasing it down now is Bastone. Sends the through ball in, unable to get there.
Yeah, Hamid, he's got that tape on his knee as well, if you guys have seen so far during this game. I really wonder if it has something to do with that tape or it's something new that is striking him.
Hard to say for sure, but here comes the Yellow Jackets down the right wing. They beat one, Ibrahim. Cross comes in, blocked by the Lakers. This one stays in play. Really well done by Oswego. Just 1:45 on the clock. And Nick, I think the hopes have got to be waning and coming to an end here for Oswego State. There's simply not enough time left on the clock here.
As each second passes, the percentage of the game goes down for a chance for them to even tie this game. Looking at this game, they really need to focus on winning aerial battles. They really need to focus on winning 50-50s. They need to focus on just being more of a hustle team and being more aggressive. This movement that they had in the game just wasn't enough, and they got to really work on that in the future practices.
That one played over the top, running down the sideline on this one for the Lakers. Whitehack puts the cross in. Lakers, a scruffle here in the box. U of R clears it out. Oswego now at midfield with 1 minute left on the clock. And Nick, looks like the score is going to remain as it is. So Lakers moving to 0-2-2 on the year, still seeking that first win at the moment. But a chance now, really well defended there by Basuk. Who else but Cole Basuk to head that one back to his goalkeeper? And really well done there by Ziegler to chew even more clock. As I mentioned, Lakers will move to 0-2-2 with the loss here today. For the Yellow Jackets, they'll move to 2-2-1 on the season. Conference play right around the corner for both of these teams, Nick, and a really rough start to the season for this Oswego men's team.
And I'm going to start with U of R real quick. This is a phenomenal win for them to have right before we get to this conference play for them. They'll have a little confidence going into it, and they'll be a very strong team going into their conference play. The Lakers, honestly, they need to forget that the start of the season happened. They got to just reset and believe that they can just be a new team when it comes to SUNY conference playing.
Yeah, Nick, absolutely. The Lakers need something to change once they get to that conference play. They do have a little bit of time, though. First SUNY conference match.
Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome to the first episode of TA Time.
I'm Christian Chaz.
I'm Julius Hagelberry.
And I'm Emily Michael.
And now, what is TA Time, you may be asking?
TA Time is a special talk show with us TAs, featuring other TAs, our students, and general tomfoolery. Today on the show, we have two special guests with us, Polly Beatty and Melinda Brancato.
Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Polly, why don't you start us off?
Yeah. So, I'm a broadcasting major, and I'm a senior, but I will be attending grad school at this school.
Lovely jubbly.
Very lovely
Lovely
jubbly.
jubbly.
Lovely.
Yeah, too.
And you're British.
Or Australia. I may be one of them.
Or
I don't know.
Australian.
You could be
That's
both.
amazing, Polly.
Holy crap.
I admire you. My name is Melinda Brancato, and I am graduating with public relations and will be unemployed after graduation.
Woo!
Yay!
We
My
love
parents are so
unemployment.
proud.
So, the both of you are TAs. What TA class have you both TA'd for?
I TA'd for BRC 235.
That's
I
our
believe.
class.
Oh my god.
That
Jolly
means,
good, jolly good.
That means it was intro to TV production, and I did it with Emily Michael and
Julius Hagelberry.
You forgot Julius Hagelberry?
How dare you forget my
How
name?
dare?
I am among my students, yeah.
Yes, he was our...
Now, Melinda, which class did you TA for?
I worked with Maggie Simone for BRC 108.
We love Maggie Simone.
Maggie
Yes,
So
Simone.
what
exciting.
an angel
Maggie
on
Simone.
earth.
She's
had
amazing.
Her, I had her for
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go
Bills! I bleed blue!
Go Birds.
Go
Let's
back.
go
No!
Jets.
Go Bills!
But I had Maggie Simone in my first semester here. She was very lovely. I enjoyed her class.
Lovely,
Lovely,
jubbly.
Lovely. It was very good.
I had her for my third semester, and it was such a lovely time.
What class?
Broadcasting 108, Introduction
only
to
took
Mass
that in your-
Media.
Only your
You
third
did it? You
semester?
took that in your third semester?
I changed my major.
I took that. Oh, right. Crikey, I forgot about that. I took 108 with Simone as well. In my first semester, yeah. It was lovely. I think actually, fun fact, Loudon was my TA, I think.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Loudon was my TA.
Yeah, and I
in
grew up
Simone's
bond with him
class.
because I was like, he wore a Philadelphia Eagles hat, and I was like, oh, a
Loudon?
fellow Birds fan. Wow.
The Birds.
The
Now,
I
Birds.
hear they fly.
They
Now,
do
how,
fly.
how is watching the birds all the way out in the great motherland?
Oh my gosh, let me tell you, it is a very lovely jubbly. You know, the stream is a little hard to watch, you know, because I'm all the way out in Great Britain. But no, I mean, I'm one of the global fans, but I am a diehard fan through and through.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I think we're gonna have to maybe go to a little break soon.
I think so.
Goodbye.
But goodbye.
I say,
I hope
roll
you
it!
enjoyed.
I hope you enjoyed our time here.
Woo!
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Welcome
back to TA time.
Woo!
By TAs for students,
By
TAs,
TAs
and,
for TAs?
and for students and TAs and everybody. For
There you
everyone.
go.
Everybody watching and involved, yeah.
Absolutely. What do we got back here? Wait, what?
Oh, it's the mustache.
I don't know where those came from, but
What?
I
didn't even.
Where did?
Yeah, who?
Who put them there? What are we even
Wait,
doing?
we
how did
started
we-
like 6 minutes
yeah.
late.
How did
I
we?
mean,
How did we get here?
I don't really know. But you know what? It's all right. We
Okay.
have a
Anyway,
very,
we have two special guests. I don't.
Yeah.
We've got Melinda Brancato and Polly Beatty, people who are both awesome and TAs.
Yeah.
That's
So time to grill you guys.
Okay.
What if I hide?
Our first question.
No.
What was your favorite experience as a TA? Anything you didn't like?
I'll let you go first.
All right. So in BRC 235, you do this really cool music video project, and it was fun kind of seeing everyone work on it. Especially Emily Mike's, because I think it was one of the better music videos.
Wait,
in that
really?
one. Yeah, I thought so.
You thought so?
Well, because there was that
Aw.
one night I came to the rescue at
Yes,
2 o'clock
when
in
we
the
were all
morning.
editing.
And that was good. I mean, like, as much as I didn't want to go, it was kind of fun
I
seeing
didn't
everyone
ask you
there.
to go.
And I know, but actually seeing them work on it, because people like me and Kenny and Dylan, who were in the same class, didn't get it done till the night before. But to see everyone do it like a week before and be like, all right, I'm done. Can I have any like critiques?
We locked in.
I was like, that's pretty cool.
It
So
was-
good on you
it was
guys.
a
I
great
thought
time.
that was the best project that we had in that class.
I still can't listen to Just a Cloud Away by Pharrell.
Really?
It's
Is that the song you did for it?
When we did my music video, I think Cleland said he was like, I'm gonna show this to my wife, and because I
Yeah.
did You'll Be Back from Hamilton.
Oh,
and his wife
right.
really, and his wife
Yes,
really
loves
likes
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Really?
I remember that. Yeah, that's kind of fake. You don't know that?
I love that song.
I was trying to give you the crown.
Oh.
King George.
Wait.
Melinda.
Yes.
What
so-
was your favorite experience of TA?
Well, we have a president behind us. I think my favorite experience of TAing was.
It's Ronald Reagan.
Who is that?
Ronald back.
Ronald the TA?
Ronald.
Ronald was a TA for
What are you
America.
doing
Hearing
here?
from my students.